What's up? How is everybody doing, guys? Welcome to the Milan Forum edition quarter season tier maker. So today we're going to judge all our players for AC Milan based on their performances from day 1 to day 12, I believe. So pretty much, I would say a quarter into the season, we're going to dedicate today's Milan Forum to this tier maker. As you can see, we have different various categories. We have elite, great, good, okay, WTF. And the rules are very simple. We go player by player. Each one says his say, and it's a democracy. Being majority is going to win. So whoever, including the chat, whoever participates is going to whatever result gets the most. That's what will be chosen. So let's say hi to Joel. What's up? We already have Saif with us today. What's up, Saif?
All good, bro. What about you?
Hey, I'm great. How's it going, man? What are you doing?
I mean, I was watching Italy, Switzerland, a little bit of it, but I thought like Italy was playing bad, Switzerland scored a goal, so I was like, I'll just join the live and forget about the match.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. You don't have ability to do both at the same time?
Sorry?
You can't do both at the same time?
Well, no, I actually went out of the house. I'm in the park outside.
Okay. Gotcha. You know, you're in Romania, right? I saw today Pellegatti had an interview with Cosmin Contra. Contra, is that what his name was? Contra?
Cosmin Contra was a player at AC Milan.
Yeah, he played for one season. He scored a goal at the Derby and a few goals here and there. Guys, we got Skillard in the house. What's up, Skillard, with a new shirt? Look at that. Damn.
How you doing?
Yeah, Skillard is all Milan today. Milan. What's up, Skillard?
I'm doing good. How you doing? How you doing, Safe?
Hello, brother.
Yeah, I was saying that I saw a Pellegatti interview today. He interviewed, well, I don't know if it was today. I didn't see, I don't know, it just kind of like appeared in my YouTube rotation. I don't know when this was published, but it was an interview with Cosmin Contra speaking about what he's doing. Oh, no, it was recently because we were talking about the Derby and Tatarusanu. What are they saying about Tatarusanu in Romania, Saif? Is he making headlines?
Well, there is like a huge fan base of AC Milan in Romania. There's like a big fan club. I'm not personally in it, but I watch a lot what they do, and they used to say this the same as me, that he was crap, he wasn't doing very well. But honestly, for me, after what he's done, I can safely say he's a very good backup goalkeeper. Like, I can fully rely on him. I did not expect him to pull off these performances in the last games. He was a bit hesitant. He still is at certain situations, but I can count on him. I'm not really afraid that he's our goalkeeper anymore.
Good. I like you. I like that you have confidence in him now. Excellent. Joel, what's up? He says Forza Milan. And he's also saying that Dani Alves is going back to Barca. What TF? What do you guys think about that?
Well, if I can say, I think it makes sense. I think Barcelona, in terms of the team chemistry, I don't quite see it. Even the El Clasico, it really didn't feel like El Clasico. I think that when they played about 2 weeks ago, so it's definitely an improvement. Not say an improvement, but it's someone they definitely could use. Just like how Zlatan, when he came to us, we looked like we were in pieces, but when he came back, it just was the glue to bring everything together.
So you think he can have that kind of impact? Do you think he can do that? By the way, Italy has scored a goal, and now the game is tied back to 1-1. You think Alves can do that?
Yeah, why not? After all, it's as much as it being about the manager and Koeman leaving, but it's also about what the motivation and the spirit is like in the dressing room. I mean, we've even seen it with our team. once these guys have have that winning mentality, then
Yeah.
it kind of solves a lot of problems for the team.
No, but it's true. Actually, he kind of did that with Juventus. I think it was when he joined Juventus, Juventus was able to get to the final of the Champions League. He actually is a kind of player that influences the locker room, the field, the training ground. He is a player of big influence, and he's a player of incredible experience. I think he is one of the most titled players in history. He's up there in top 5 or something like that. I think it's him. Skillard says Forza Milan, everyone.
Hey,
And,
Roy, I want to say something about Tatarusanu, and
Yes.
I think it needs to be highlighted is that he's definitely living up to the position of being the backup. I'm not going to take anything away from him. It's only that in terms of the statistics, we've kept 1 clean sheet in I think 9 games. So it's not to say the most impressive statistic, but being able to get a win in most of them is something that I won't only give credit to Tatarusanu, but also give credit to our defenders. Because
Yeah.
even in the derby, you saw it. Balotore clearance off the line, Kalulu, 2 I think crucial blocks. So it's a team effort at the back as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. You 100%. Obviously, and that is. I'm glad you say that because it is true that at the end of the day, defense is a team effort, and defenders make it easier for goalkeepers. So there's this thing when you defend, and this is something that you try also to teach the kids, and it's something that you want to grow up learning. That sometimes, even though you're not able to stop a player when you're defending, what you can do is only give that player the chance to shoot goals that are easy to save. So even that, is the skill of the defender to help the goalkeeper. So yeah, it's definitely a cohesive work that they're doing together. Yeah, I like what you said there. Yeah, let's see. He's coming to show the players the Barca DNA like Zlatan did with Milan. Okay, now, yeah, I guess he can do that. I don't know if he can do that from a technical point of view, or maybe he can. Where's he playing right now?
I think he's playing in Brazil, but even in the last Copa America, was it? I don't remember. I don't remember the last major tournament that he was when Brazil played. He was outstanding. He was probably their best
Really?
player. Like,
Okay.
yeah, he was.
So he's one of those that ages like wine, right?
Exactly. And even at 40 years old or 39, he's still better than everyone at Barcelona's right position in terms of attacking output.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Joel says Tomori is amazing. I don't know why he's not being called up for the national team. Well, I'm happy he's not being called up for the national team because that means that he's not. There's no risk of him getting injured. But I do know what you mean because in Italy, if he's definitely in the top 3 for sure of defenders. And if you're a top 3 defender in Italy, that means that you're one of the best in the world. So it is very strange. Any thoughts on this, Skillard or Safe?
It's just this bullshit. It's the bullshit idea of the Serie A. I mean, believe me, if he was in the Bundesliga, forgetting the Premier League, if he was in the Bundesliga, he would have been a starter. But they just see him playing in the, Serie A. They think of teams like shit. They think the league is shit. You know how the English media is, and they don't. Yeah, and they prefer the Premier League boys who are average at best and who eat like 3 or 4 goals per game in their league.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a Premier League guys like Jude Bellingham, even at 17, 18 years old. I'm not saying he's not good, but he's regularly called up to the national team. But Tomori, who's a top 3 defender in Italy, which is a league known for defenders, is not called up. That just shows some stupidity from the English part,
And what about you, Skiller? What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think it's Tomori's definitely got I don't know how you say the short end of the stick, and it's a bit unfair what happened to him. I mean, look at Tomori. He's a guy who didn't speak the language, came into a Champions League team now, and he took the place of the captain of the team. This is how solid Tomori has been for us. And this is something that you could say maybe it's not Southgate's decision, but I understand the pressure that for the manager of the England team you got to have the marketing element to it, right? You got to favor your own EPL guys because their
Mm,
defenders, the English ones, are being signed for like what 40 million for Ben White, and you got
mm.
like who's the one from Manchester United? I just know him that they call him the fridge. So
Maguire,
it's
Harry Maguire.
Maguire,
yeah,
Maguire.
Harry Maguire, who I think are nowhere near the level of Tomori. It's just that
Mm,
they get the limelight, and I don't think anyone inside the Premier League Football Association wants to get embarrassed by saying that we're having these big deals. But if you don't have them in your national team, then you're gonna get embarrassed by saying that what is this money being paid for?
mm.
So I guess it's as safe put it, they just got to give it to their own EPL guys.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely see the politics involved in the whole thing for sure. And it's just strange that he's not even in the 23 man, and he's not even in the squad. Yeah, definitely a lot of politics going on there. Do you think that if let's say Kane played in Italy, would it be the same? Or
It's not just not being the same, Roy. It's the fact that if you were to move outside of the EPL, you can imagine what the press in England are going to say. He's washed out. He's done. He's not good enough for the league anymore. I'm sure
good
the
point.
hate campaign is going to start up again.
Very good point. Very good point. Safe. Safe. Look at what Eastbourne says. What's up, boys? Don Pioli warned Southgate not to touch Tomori. Do you think that is true? Do you think Pioli called Southgate and threatened his life in case he would call up Tomori?
I don't know if that's a joke or something, but I'm sure Tomori is very disappointed that he's not in the national team. And like someone said in the comments, he had the chance to play for Canada, which is a better option, because believe me, even if he becomes later, which I think he will, the best defender in Italy, they will still not pick him. They will still prefer freaking Tyrone Mings above him, Harry Maguire, John Stones, you know. Yeah, it's their politics are very weird. I also think he is eligible to play for Nigeria, which can be a great
Ooh.
option for him.
Nice.
I don't know how many appearances he made for the national team. I think he exceeded the 3 or 5 games, but that would have been a great option for him.
Okay.
But guys, that being
Yeah.
said, it's not to say that he's completely excluded from the team for the World Cup. I mean, it's still competitive up until they announce the World Cup squad. So
Yeah.
he still has a chance.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if Milan does win the Scudetto, I think there's no choice but to put him into the team.
Right,
It's just
right.
it's a bit too early, I guess.
Yeah, and to be fair, those other defenders that I think Southgate is playing are all players that have European experience, club level European experience, way more than Tomori has. So maybe that plays a role into it. And we'll see. The more experience Tomori gets, the more he'll be considered. Paul KB in the house, what's up? He says, better for us, to be honest. I definitely agree that the English media in general don't have any respect for Serie A. We got tick size. That is true. Paul, by the way. We got tick size in the house. Roy, do you know your beloved Italy's playing an important game? I am very aware of it, and I'm actually watching the game as we're doing the stream. Tick size. I was thing is, even if he got into the team, Southgate still won't play him. Yeah, I don't know. Right? Yeah, I don't really know much of the politics of English football, so I'm taking your words for it. It's a double-edged sword. It's good for us, but it's also not so good because someone in the WhatsApp chat had said that, then this would lead a player like Tomori to think, well, if I keep on playing in Italy, I'm never going to achieve international football. So therefore, I'm probably going to go back to England.
Right. Yeah, sorry. Let me just share a negative opinion. As much as I love Tomori, I just think that he's a player that is made to join at Chelsea or United in like 2 years or 3 years maximum. Which really, it's sad to say, but he's an English player after all in 2021, I think he's bound to do that.
I welcome that because we know how much the English teams pay for English players. So yes, by all means, pay 150 million for him. He's all yours. All yours.
And yeah, Chelsea will give him a weekly salary of like 150,000 or 200,000. Like, they don't care.
Yeah, it's fine. I do not mind that at all. Switzerland are like the Udinese of national teams, guys. Are you? So I'm watching the game. It is true. It is that kind of game. Italy playing its version, its Italian version of tiki taka. But Switzerland is attacking when they have the ball.
By the way,
Um,
guys, I wanted to ask.
yeah,
I
go
see
ahead.
Locatelli is in the lineup. I
Mhm.
thought, I mean, since the season started, I thought Tonali's been playing much better than him. I mean, I'm not taking away from Locatelli. I'm not saying that he's a bad player or he's shit, but Tonali is definitely should start in a
Oh, thank you.
4-3-3.
You think you should really?
I think he should. I mean, the stats, after all, I think speak. If I'm not mistaken, Locatelli, what is like 2 goals, 2 assists.
Excuse me, guys, just 1 second.
What do you think, Safe? You think it would be Tonali over Locatelli, or
I think surely it's going to be Tonali in the future, but I think Mancini can't, drop him after what he did to Switzerland themselves in the Euros, and his form in the Euros was pretty good. So I think Tonali will be a starter in the future, but right now I think Locatelli has the right to start in the national team.
Yeah, I think it's even got to do with just the hierarchy of things. Locatelli is obviously older; he has more experience. Locatelli has had big games already in the Champions League. He had a huge Euro. I don't think a player like Tonali just came out of the under-21 can take away the spot of Locatelli just yet. In Italy they like to do things step by step. They don't. It's not common in Italy for these massive changes right away. So Tonali is going to make his way into the team for sure, because I do agree with you that overall Tonali looks like one of the better midfielders in Italy, and I'm not talking about just Italian midfielders. I'm talking about midfielders in general. But Locatelli also, he's not a player that we should sleep on. So yeah, I see your point, but I also understand why Locatelli is playing in front of him.
and Roy? I think in this such a game, you also got to judge Belotti. I mean, if he's not doing anything anymore, then would you even go for him on a free?
I'm watching. Right now, would I go for? Yes, I would. Yes, 100%. I would. And again, I don't want Belotti to come and win the Ballon d'Or. I want Belotti to add depth to the squad. That's why I want Belotti in the team. Okay, but Abraham was called up. That's a shock given his recent form. Okay, so Abraham was called. I'm happy that we did not spend 40 million for Abraham, guys. I'm very happy that did not happen, because he's good, but I don't know. He's a little bit imprecise in front of goal. Any opinions on that?
He hasn't even scored in like 7 or 8 games in a row now.
Yeah, that's a lot for a striker. Yeah. I mean, he does help the team. He does help the team a lot. I give him that. He is a workhorse. He kind of reminds me of Osimhen in the way he helps the team, but he doesn't have Osimhen's goal, or whatever you want to call it.
And that's why he looked very good at Chelsea. And I even told Laird in an old live that I wouldn't take him at Milan because he wastes so many opportunities. For sure, even if you are, I don't know, the worst striker in the world, at Chelsea, if you get so many chances, eventually you're gonna score some goals. But at Roma, they're not creating the same, so he's not scoring goals.
Paul KB, going back to Locatelli, says Locatelli ain't it. I've been saying it, incredibly overrated. Tonali is what you guys think Locatelli is. I don't know. Honestly, I think Tonali is a little bit more impressive at 21 than what Locatelli was at 21.
Seeing how things are going, Locatelli might not even be playing in Europe next season.
I mean, I think he's going to be part of the squad. Locatelli is actually a very good player. He's very good. He's only 23. Remember, he's only 23. So a lot of not hate, but a lot of not negativity. A lot of Locatelli does not impress me. He's average. Tonali is a great player, man. So happy we didn't let those man. I can't believe we almost lost him for 5 million euros. that transfer market, at a certain point, that transfer market was really sus. Guys, what do you think of the return of Messias? The Messiah is back. What do you guys think about that?
I really want him to do well, and I have faith in him. Based on what I saw, even judging from 20 minutes, I mean, for a guy who's never played with the team in the competitive match, those 20 minutes, I thought was quite good. I don't fault him at the for the penalty, and I don't fault him for the who was it against Zapata, where Zapata pushed him in the back. I don't think that's his fault. So I'm looking forward to someone giving Salmakers competition. And I even watched an old Milan game from last season with Salmakers. He looks completely different, by the way. If you compare him now to last season, Salmakers is a completely different player.
In a bad way or in a good way?
Yes, by saying that, I have another, probably tell him, I got another option. It's either you're going to step up or someone's going to take your place.
But in a good way or a bad way, you say Salamanca is a completely different player.
I don't want to count him out yet because you could say we're still early in the season. But
you said he's the new Krunic the other day.
Yeah, I did. He didn't give me the Krunic vibes from the right way.
All right. So I already know what you mean when you say he's a different player. Okay, but I do agree with you that those 20 minutes that we saw from Messiah looked good. Like he looked like a very promising player. It's so strange that he's been injured for such a long time, and he didn't do anything. I don't get that. I just don't get that. I think it will add more competition to that right wing, which and it will create a better right wing for sure. What about you, Saif? What do you think?
Sorry, before Saif.
Go ahead. Finish. Go ahead.
It's just the one thing is that a lot of the teams, I think, when they prepare to face Milan, they're always counting out our right wing. So having a player like Messias that you could say they don't really have much information or seeing how he fits into the team would give them a little bit of confusion. I think they'll be a little bit more guarded to our right wing by seeing Messias there, if he starts or if he plays.
Yeah. Guys, before I want to hear from Saif, I do want to say that Layert's national team is getting its ass kicked really badly. England is winning 5-0 against Albania in the first half, and Kane is scoring from every angle, overhead kicks, goals. He's scoring with every part of his body. So I see why Red John and Layert are not here today. Saif, what do you think about Messias? What are you expecting?
Well, I'll just be honest with this, and I hope that Milan fans don't make the mistake I'm about to say. I don't want them to have expectations like he is an Isco or a James Rodriguez, or a Ziyech. I don't want to see just, not saying every game give a player a positive review and don't call him out when he does bad. He's gonna be coming back from an injury. He's 30 years old. He came from Crotone, a relegated team. I think the fans have to be a little patient with him, due to match fitness, due to experience, due to pressure. It all comes together. I think he will do well. Because Salamakers, for me anyway, just an opinion, has gotten worse from last season. If I talk about an attacking output, I think he will give him a good kick in the butt, and I think he will improve. So I think him coming back adds something and also makes Salamakers a more dangerous player, hopefully.
Yeah. Going back here to Belotti, Udita says, if Belotti gets the service as our forwards do, he will also be a 10-12 goal strike at 100%. Abraham, this is going back to Abraham. Tragic Bronson says, Abraham is clumsy. English fans don't rate him, but he can improve. Christian says, Abraham needs more service. Well, Christian, he gets a lot of service. I believe you saw their tactics on us and no chances for him. I mean, Roma is one of it. I only watch in Italy right now. I'm only watching 3 teams. Milan, because of course I can't. I've never been able to not watch Milan, even when they've been the worst.
Juventus?
I watch Juventus because I'm always interested in seeing the players that Juve has and how they play. And I watch Roma because I'm a huge fan of Mourinho. So I'm watching those 3 teams more than any other teams. And I got to say, he does get a lot of service, actually. And he just doesn't, I don't know. He's He's not getting his. He doesn't have his goal shoes or something. I like Messias. I think he's going to ball out, but he's not a long-term solution. Well, let's see. I don't know. We'll see. Messias is going to make a valuable contribution, Tixai says. I think so too. We need Messi's feet, not Messi's ass, says he's more. We need to be more patient with our youngsters. Benacer did not start well either. Salamakers gets too much stake. I completely agree, guys. I completely agree. So much hate towards poor salad maker. Right, Skillard? You agree with me, right?
Yeah, I do. But let's face it, guys. We want to win the Scudetto, so every mistake gets amplified. If it's a case whereby we just try to make top four, then you could give people like somewhat of a pass. But now it's you got to make Scudetto, and Napoli is right in there with us. So every draw is like 2 points drop. Every loss, I don't even want to think about it because it just puts us back into the top four fight. So it's tough, and you could say this was expected because everyone wants something better every season. We were second last season. Now we want to win it next season, and if we do win it next season, I think probably fans will probably want the Champions League as well.
Well, you guys even saw that we put that poll yesterday about Pippo Inzaghi. Even Pippo Inzaghi thinks Milan can win the Scudetto this year, and he thinks that being out of the Champions League is going to be a positive. What do you guys think about that? I put that poll up yesterday. Let me see where it's at, actually.
By the way, Roy, I want to say something about Paul made a comment, and it just made me think.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that he's talking about Salamakers ever since he signed the contract. Now, guys, don't you ever think that if Kessie were to do the same, it might be a similar result? He signs the contract and the form dips like crazy. So I'm not putting it down as a contract issue. Maybe he's got something else going on in his life, but signing the contract, as we see, it's not really. It doesn't necessarily solve our problems.
Right. I do think that it's a psychological thing that I suspect that when you sign the contract, it can kind of like take away a lot of tension that maybe you had and you're using to perform. It feels like you have this huge weight off of your shoulders because you know that your contract is secured. You're getting more money. Life just got a little bit easier, even though, of course they have, I'm assuming, a pretty easy life. But I'm just saying it is possible with Kessie. Yeah, absolutely. It is possible. It's up to, I don't know. I agree with the people that are saying Salamakers has showed a little bit of dip in form. I do agree with that. Is it tied to the contract? I don't know.
I think what pisses me off about what's his name, Kessie, is what I'm seeing. Maybe I'm saying the obvious, but he knows that he's going to another team. He's not going to sign the contract, so he doesn't try as hard in games. He doesn't get into so much challenges like he did last season. And he's like, who cares? I'm not a Milan fan. I already stated in the past, in my first year or second year at Milan, that my dream is to play at Manchester United, which actually happened. He did say that. And he's like, why would I even try hard? Like shit happens. I'm not gonna go into challenges. I'm not gonna get injured. I have so many years in front of me. That's what really makes me think about this situation a lot. Like we have to make a decision in January.
Right.
At this point, I said before that I'm gonna give him till the end of the season. He's still a great player, but he's getting progressively worse. I'm not seeing any improvement, and he has been back from injury for quite a while now. So right. I don't think I'm going to defend him that much anymore, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want to what Safe said is that, guys, the contract thing aside is that I don't see how we keep playing Kessie if he's not playing well. And it's to a point now where he's costing us games, by the way. The penalty, that you could argue that it's not a penalty, but why the hell are you dribbling back into our penalty box? That's the most recent example that we have. And then the red card against Atletico. Okay, you could say that the ref was bullshit, but guys, why do you put the team in that situation? So I think it's come to the point whereby contract matters aside, if this guy is not playing well, then you need another option. You can't just keep playing him and he's making these mistakes.
It does seem like Pioli still feels like he is unsubstitutable because he's rotating all the other midfielders except for him. So it does. Yeah, I think Pioli still feels like he is the most reliable midfielder. It's very interesting because it is true. Like, he cost us the Champions League this year. You could say, if you really want to be an asshole, you can say it's his fault that we're not going to go through, because we're not going to go through. Stop believing we're going to go through the Champions League. It's not going to happen, guys. It's not going to happen. But anyway, and then in the derby, big mistake in the derby that could have cost us the derby. So yeah. This season really, really bad stats for him, bad negative stats. But again, Pioli still treats him as if he is the main guy. Who are the players that Pioli never substitutes? Tomori,
Krunic,
Kessie,
Calabria.
Hernandez. Ibrahimovic, when Ibrahimovic is healthy, he's playing all the time. Yeah, very strange. I think someone asked us, should he leave in January? I think we've been asked this question many times, and I think every week is slightly different. Honestly, in my honest opinion is no, because I still believe that Kessie can find the form that we know him, and we are going to need him, especially if we want to win the Scudetto. Why don't you guys answer this question too? Skiller, go ahead.
How much are you going to forgive his mistakes? I mean, he hasn't played all the games because he was injured at the beginning. Yeah. So these mistakes are now being amplified. And if you're in the race for Scudetto, are you willing to forgive these mistakes? You might be at the end of the season and looking at second, third, or fourth place and wondering, why the hell did we play Kessie when he wasn't playing well? And this is one of the reasons why I was Pioli out last season. Pioli, it's clear he has favorites. Yeah, everyone has acknowledged this. He has favorites inside the team.
And but let's be clear. I don't mean to interrupt you. I want you to finish.
Yeah.
But when you say he has favorites, it's not that Kessie is his favorite because Kessie is the guy that plays with him on the weekends, golf or something. Kessie is his favorite because he thinks that he is the most reliable player. So let's also be clear about that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but this is a matter of like, what opportunities do you give to the other? I'm glad that this season he's giving more opportunity to Tonali. And to be honest, I feel even it's come to a point where I feel bad for Benasset, because Benasset does play well in almost every game. So why does that switch happen with Benasset and Tonali? I understand that you could say in terms of the physicality, it's not there. But if you know that you're going up against a team that doesn't have a physical midfield, then why not start both of them? I just don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's I don't know. I'm not in Pioli's head. I think if I were to think about it, if I were to give you my opinion, is that Kessie seems to be a player that as the game progresses, he gets better and better and better. Kind of like how Pirlo used to be. Pirlo used to be a player that instead of starting up here and then going down here by the end of the game, Pirlo would start here, and by the end of the game, he'd be all the way up here in what he's doing and the importance of the things. I think Kessie has that similar trait. This is just an opinion, guys. So,
but on that point, Roy, is that it's okay if you start at a low and you build up to a high throughout the 90 minutes, but you can't start at such a low is that you are giving away penalties. You could say you're making key mistakes. This is unforgivable.
And this is where, like you can't anticipate that. You can't predict that he's going to do that. You can maybe say, okay, well, he has, therefore he will. I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate. But it's who's playing. We'll see about January. Saif already said that he's not going to forgive Kessie. Let's keep on going because
wait. I what did I say?
Something about you're not going to be so nice to Kessie anymore. So I'm assuming you want him to leave in January.
No, not yet. I was saying that he is untouchable. Now I'm at the phase of if you don't get your shit together in the next few games, then I'll have to completely 180 degrees change my mind. I'm just gonna give him some more games. That's it.
Gotcha. Guys, there might be a penalty for Switzerland here. No, there might be a penalty for Switzerland. It looked like Bonucci did hand the ball. Guys, let's keep on going here. A lot of comments are coming through, and then we're going to start the tier soon. Denmark hasn't conceded a single goal yet from the group qualifiers. Wow, that is an amazing statistic. And our Danish wall, Kjaer. So Kjaer had some very interesting words about AC Milan in a recent interview. He said, and I don't know if you, what do you guys think of it? Is he kissing our ass? But he said the best thing he's ever done. I mean, I'm paraphrasing now, and I'm kind of being hyperbolic and I'm kind of adding words. He said something to the effect of, being at Milan is the best decision he's ever made. He wants to finish here, and he says he wishes that he had played all his life here. Stuff like that, you know. What do you guys think about those kind of words? Is he just kissing our ass? Is he being honest? Is he being... What do you guys think about that?
Honestly, I mean, you could never know. Like, if he was like 22 years old or 21 and he was making these performances, would you honestly think that he would say this? I'm not saying that he hates Milan, but I think he has no other option at this age with the way he's playing, with his role in the team, than to say that. Because it's pretty clear that he loves Milan and, you know, he's going to retire here because Milan's not going to object that. And I'm not saying that he doesn't feel that, but I just think if he was a younger version of himself, and teams like United or City might have an influence on you, because I think football is not the same as it used to be. I think he would say,
True.
I love this team.
Good point.
I want to stay for many years, but he wouldn't say I want to retire. You know, it's a difference.
That's a good point. Yeah. Skiller, what do you think?
I think he's being grateful, and the one thing that I guess strikes me is that his agent is not a piece of shit. So, so that's what makes me think that this is how you get deals done quietly, without much fanfare, and you know it gets signed, and the players generally happy, and also the fans are happy, and the club is happy. So this is where it all links up. It's when there's a player and there's a problematic agent and the club is not on the same page. This is where the problems start. And I don't think this was a difficult deal that was made. I'm more worried about Liao, Benacer, Theo. These are the ones that are really going to test the management.
Right. Agreed. Nonsense says when Abunyan signed his new contract, he didn't score for months. Story not spoken about is Bakayoko. He had a nice little cameo against Inter. He linked up well in the right and made some decent plays. I have no issues with Bakayoko at all. I think Milan did an excellent operation in strengthening the midfield with Bakayoko. Guys, let's kind of speed up. What thoughts do you guys have on Bakayoko? I want to catch up to the comments.
Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, so for Bakayoko, I was a bit harsh on him in the way he came on as a sub. The reason being is that this is not a guy who just started in Serie A, or he's very young and doesn't have much experience. I mean, bro, he's like what, 28, 27? He played in Napoli last season.
Oh, wow,
and
he's
he
still
was a
young,
starter.
yeah.
And when he played for us at a starter level as well. So I don't see why he had those performances in the first few games. So against Inter, he was much better. But this is where, you know, I want to see that level of Inter performance every game, and I want to see him in a position whereby he's challenging Kessie for the starting spot. So I do give him a bit of wiggle room, but the thing that's important is that how can I say this? I don't want to judge him at this point. I don't want to judge him at this point. I'll still give him the chance.
Fair. Yeah, you're saying safe, or did you say? Oh, you said your opinion. Did you about Bakayoko? No, you didn't. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it like simple. While I'm very happy with his performance against Inter and how he's, you know, contributing to the team from the bench as of late, I still don't think he's still that same Bakayoko that was probably the best player of our team, based on form in like 2018. But it all depends on expectations. I expect for him to come, fill in the gaps, come on as a sub, and maybe start a few games and be a very solid option. But it's not like he's can't, you know. But I'm happy with him in the team.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna try and whiz through these comments just to see make the today is a big chat participation because once we get the tier going, the chat needs to participate also because it is a voting system today. I think Kessie would do better if he doesn't have PSG money on his head. I think we agree with that. A story note. Oh yeah, I read that. Let's see. Oh, here Eastbourne. Roy, did you read what Pellegatti said? Something like Milan don't need to invest in January and they won't invest during the January transfer window. Oh, it sounds like Galliani back in the day when he said, no, the team is fine just the way it is. Now, I think they are going to do something in the January transfer window. I think they have to. Okay, we have a question here from Tick Size. Can you believe Ibra played 90 minutes this week? So I'm assuming he is talking about the Milan game, obviously, and the Sweden game. Any opinions on that, guys? You go first, Skillert.
I didn't watch the Sweden game, but in terms of Ibra, when he's performing well and when he's you could say at his peak for the so to speak for the season, he will be invaluable. I guess this does mean somewhat of a bad news for Giroud and also for Pellegrini, who we've yet to see much of. So I'm curious to see about what the rotation system is like. Is that because we're going to be up against top tier teams, like Fiorentina, Atlanta, Napoli, blah blah blah, and all that. But we're also going to go against the bottom half teams. So these are teams that Venezia and all that. So what will the rotation system will be like if we don't make it into the Champions League in terms of the knockout? Then are we ever going to see the second tier of players ever start? I mean, what's even the Coppa Italia team going to look like? Those are my questions.
Okay, all right. What do you think, Saif? Any responses to what Skillert said or any opinions about Ibra playing 90 minutes?
I mean, for me, it's pretty bad. He's probably gonna also play like more than 60 minutes in the next game, and then he will. I mean, I pray to God not, but it really is a risk of getting an injury, and I think he really needs to be smarter than that. While it is a pride for playing the national team, and I'm not saying don't go play with them, but he could like talk to the manager, not start, the whole game or the full games because he has a Scudetto to win for the team, and we have
Right.
no like other quote unquote world class striker, that we can depend on every single game. And if he's not fit, it's kind of a struggle for us, like in most of the games. So it's really scary thoughts of him getting injured, but let's see.
Yeah. I don't think he should be playing in the national team. Like I don't see the purpose, and he is risking his club career. I guess he wants to do the World Cup. I don't know what he wants to do, but we saw last season that Ibra is a player that we need to kind of use, wisely. It's not the kind of player that you can play for 90 minutes every game because he's going to get injured sooner or later. Roy, do you think we play better with Rebic as a number 9 or false 9? As a false 9 for sure. 100%. Easy question to answer. Any opinion on this, guys?
No, I agree. I just agree.
Yeah, I agree. And I think Rebic's layoff game is good, but I mean we've seen it before. But I'm nitpicking here. He sometimes takes too many touches inside the box, which I think is not.
No, you're right. That's true. That is true.
Like a solid number 9 trait.
It is 100% true. He does. Yeah. Oh, guys, look at Eastbourne says Tonali is on. So Tonali is this? No, it's not his first game. It's not his first cap. But Tonali is playing against Sweden right now, getting some pressure against Switzerland, getting some precious game time. Isaac was a flop. Oh, guys, and speaking of Eastbourne shared in the WhatsApp chat. We need to get Skillert in the WhatsApp chat, by the way. What he said that the Swedish fans are blaming Ibrahimovic for Sweden's loss against Georgia, who has a player that this summer fake news said that he was coming to Milan, Vicha Zvarashkilia, who scored twice, a superb 20-year-old sensation that the fake news media said was coming to Milan. Yeah. By the way, today watching some reports here and there. So Hagwe might be coming back to Milan. By the way, because it looks like his team might not. If what Frankfurt? I think Frankfurt is a team. If Frankfurt does not gets relegated, then the contract between Frankfurt and Milan gets annulled, and he has to come back to Milan. Frankfurt is only 3 points away from relegation right now. I know the season is quite long, but it is a possibility that we might be seeing Hawe again. And today I saw other links, Vicha with Milan and all these players with Milan. It looks like the Milan scouting team is quite busy watching the national games. We got Nathan in the house. What's up, Nathan?
What's going on, guys?
Nathan, you are not allowed to talk about Salamakers, otherwise Tick Size is going to leave.
Okay, deal. I'll take a break.
Okay. But you came in just in the right spot because you're an advocate for a Hagwe. And it looks like maybe if Frankfurt does not get relegated, gets relegated, Hagwe is coming back to Milan. Any thoughts on that, Nathan?
I hope this happens because he is a threat coming from the bench, and for whatever reason, there is this double standard when it comes to Hagwe. We always say these young players that come to a new league need to be given time, but the one player who was actually getting us goals other than Rebic and Liao was Hagwe from the winger positions, and we gave him no time to settle into the league. So I think he deserves to come back and be given an actual chance to play. It's true.
No. I'm just reading the chat. The chat is funny. Nathan, do you have Hagwe in your FIFA team?
Yeah, I do, and he is fucking unstoppable.
In FIFA too?
Yeah, man. In FIFA, his stats are really good. Like, he has great ball handling and dribbling. His athletic stats are really good. And yeah, man, and I think he has it's either showing great potential or whatever the second or third best potential rating on there. So he should get to an 85.
All right. Yeah, the chat is taking the piss right now, as they say in England.
But I want to say that Nathan, I completely agree with you. I think Hagwe was hard done by the team, just wasn't given the same opportunities. And but guys, I think in the way that we've seen in this season, and I'm really not discounting it, is that should we really have it set as Rebic as our third striker and bring Hagwe back? I don't think that's a bad choice. I mean, doesn't Rebic fit our profile for? I guess he's not like a traditional number 9, but as a third option, he's done well for us.
Not only that, but guys, how many times have we said here that Liao looks tired and we have no alternative to Liao outside of Rebic, who's been playing forward, and yet we we always talk about the team's depth.
I think we lost him. I think we lost him.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. Some moron tried to call my phone, so I just hung up on him. But anyways, yeah, we have no depth. And how many times would it have been very good for us to be able to bring Hagwe in for Liao as an alternative? Because Rebic has been playing striker, and we have no substitution for him. And when we take Liao out of the field, we always say we have no one to create chances. We look foolish.
Hey, guys, we have Red John in the house. Red John, how's that torture of a game going on in England?
I just stopped watching, man. Fuck the game.
What's the score now? 6-7-0?
No.
What is
The
it?
score is 5-0 still.
Oh, it's still 5-0.
Oh, yeah. They are taking it easy on us.
That's
Yeah.
heavy, man. That's some heavy shit.
Man,
dude.
my dad is not really like a guy who watches too much football or at all, to be honest. He just wrote me saying, man, our national team is embarrassing to watch. And the problem is he probably doesn't know that England is just a totally different level compared to us. We are actually doing a pretty decent qualifying group stage. We are third in the groups.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, we are just like 5 points away from the second. That would qualify.
How is that striker playing, the guy that plays in the EPL?
Well, he didn't start, and then Eastbourne told me that he's not even part of the group. Maybe he's injured or something. I have no idea, to be honest. No, actually, he is part. He is in the bench. He just hasn't started. I don't know, man. Our trainer, our coach thinks that he's not good enough or something, and he plays a dinosaur, like as a starter, so who plays in Georgia or God knows where. So yeah.
But I want to say something a bit off topic, but it was spoken a lot about during the summer transfer window. I think we dodged the bullet with this Nikola Vlasic guy. Remember, we were kind of hot for him from the Russian, but
Oh yeah, Lucas was going crazy on him. I remember. Yeah.
But if I see him in West Ham, it's not been. By the way, he's not starting all the time. That's number one. And second is that I haven't seen anything impressive from him.
Yeah, he hasn't been really good at West Ham, but the thing is, it's a different league, man. I think he would have done still okay, a decent job. Like, just take for example Hauge. Hauge is doing pretty piss poor at Frankfurt right now, but there are still people, Nathan, for example, who still regrets sending Hauge back. And Hauge, by the way, will not come, guys, because Frankfurt is not gonna relegate. Frankfurt is a good team.
They're
They
3
will not-
points away from relegation.
I know.
Red John, Hogway has 3 goals from the right wing out of position. How many
Yes.
players on AC Milan playing out of position outside of Rebic has 3 goals?
Andre-
Wait, how many
Andre-
goals do our right wingers have?
Nathan, what do you think about this comment?
Oh, hold on, let me look. Hey man, I put lotion in both hands when it comes to Hogway.
As someone once said, "Oh my days."
Listen,
Oh my days.
yeah, exactly.
Oh my days.
Oh my days, exactly. Listen. The problem is that even Andre Silva, man, who sucked with us, he went to Frankfurt and he scored like 30 goals or something like that, something crazy. So it's just easier
Yeah,
to
but
score goals.
he played in a
general.
2-forward system, man. He's on no. He's on Leipzig, and how many goals does he have for Leipzig?
Nathan,
Have
but
you
the
checked?
problem is I've
Because
spoken.
you're only
I've spoken-
focusing on Frankfurt, which is a garbage team.
Yeah, but
I don't want to spend too much time on Highway, guys.
Yeah,
but
the
keep on
problem
going.
is I've spoken with Frankfurt fans.
No,
and
but-
Frankfurt fans tell me that they are super disappointed in Haugen, and because they believed Milan fans saying that he was a great player, they expected something, and they are like, he's scoring tap-ins, but he does nothing during the game. Like, he makes no runs, he wants the ball on his feet, like these kind of
Okay.
problems.
But Red John, again,
Yeah,
he's gone to a new team, to a new system.
No,
Again, in the span of 2 years, he's played on 3.
I agree with
Okay,
that.
but
I agree
look at
100% with
what.
you. Nathan, I
So
agree
you got to
with
give him time. But that's the whole point of this.
Yes, but Nathan,
Like,
all
how
I'm
much
saying
time
is
do
that
we give young players?
all I'm saying is that maybe we should get someone else who's young and maybe who's more ready right now and with better potential, and maybe we dodge the bullet with Hauge. This is all I'm saying. It's not even a bullet because we bought him for 5, we sold him for 12, so
we can move away from this.
And
We've
you could
talked
be
about
correct.
this over and over again, guys. We don't need to have a conversation about this. We know where everybody stands on this. I do have a comment here. I wonder what Red John thinks. Is it true? Is this true?
then we have 2.7 million inhabitants in Albania. Okay, how many?
That's not an excuse.
What do you mean? Tell me a country with 2 million inhabitants that is killing.
I think
football in Europe.
Uruguay has 3.
Well, that in
Yeah,
Europe,
Uruguay.
Iceland did well in one of the Euros, I think, with and they only have like what 500,000 people.
Who?
oh,
Iceland,
Iceland.
was
Yeah,
it?
you're right. Yeah, you're right, man. Yeah, in the World Cup. Yeah, you're right. They have 300,000 actually. They have almost 10 times less than us.
And guys, I know this is unpolitically correct or whatever. They're all related. I know it's fucked up, but Google it.
No, they actually have an app, so they can see the trees, so they know that the guy or the girl that they are dating, they are not super related. They are all related, but they are not super related.
Very strange country. No offense to our Icelandic brothers and sisters. Just a strange fact. Guys should enter this Fiorentina game. Okay, this is a good question for the panel here. What do you guys think? Should we enter this Fiorentina game aggressively, looking at Napoli is facing stronger team this period?
If we want to win the Scudetto, we have to enter even the Spezia game
Hell
aggressively.
yeah. They have
But,
2
yeah.
red cards.
No, they have. Listen. Their 2 starter Serie defenders are suspended, and the third one is injured. So
Yeah.
we have no excuse. All their defensive line is their subs.
Exactly.
So we have no excuses. We were
And guys,
blessed.
it's more than that. I saw the game against Juventus. If Vlahovic doesn't touch the ball, they've got nothing, by the way.
Yeah, but
Good point.
The-
Tomori
the-
needs to do
Yeah.
the same thing.
the only thing that worries me about Fiorentina is the fact that they press super high, and we always struggle with teams that press high. But now with 3 defenders out, maybe they won't do that because they know that they are not as sure in the back if you catch them on the counter. So I don't know.
Can you guys confirm which defenders are up?
I don't know which one are up, but I know that Milenkovic is suspended because he got a red card.
And Quarto, I
just-
think it's Quarto.
Quarto is the other one.
I think his name is Quarto, Martinez Quarto, something like that.
Okay. And then Pasalic, or no, not Pasalic, Nastasic got injured in the national team. So yeah,
And they
these are
also on
the
the
3.
on the backup goalkeeper as well because the Dragowski is injured.
Yeah.
Well, in theory, today, in this current moment right now, every single Milan player is available except for Magnan. So we're going into this game, if things stay the same, we're going into this game with a huge advantage. If
Guys,
who knows?
Guys, would you consider resting Leao for this game and starting Rebic on the left?
yeah, why not?
Yes, but not because of rest, but because I think just Leao needs to sit for half a game and come from the bench, and Rebic could be
Is Leao, is he playing with the under 21
Portuguese team, yeah.
right now?
No,
By the
no,
way,
no,
the
no,
Portuguese
no,
team, he got subbed
he's-
on, then he got subbed off when they took the red card.
Yeah, exactly. So he's not with the under 21s now. Now he's
Yeah,
he's
he
with the
moved up. This is
Yeah,
his
with-
second cap, I think.
Yeah, with
Okay,
the Portuguese
so
national
do you
team.
think? So then, do you think he might be okay to still start if he doesn't really play that much?
I think whoever starts is going to be fine, to be honest. Whether it's Rebic or Leao, and then they can interchange in the second half, I have no problem with either. That's my opinion.
Me too.
What do you guys? What do you think about having Rebic and Leao on the field again at the same time? Even though we have Zlatan and Giroud healthy.
And this is what Prometheus is asking. If I'm being honest, I prefer Rebic to be our starter over Ibra at this point. I'll go first, and I want to hear what you guys think. I say absolutely not, because Ibra is a genius, and Rebic is not. You guys go ahead. One at a time. Safe, what do you think?
I mean, I think it's irrelevant what we think because I'm pretty sure if Ibra is fit, then Pioli will always pick him. Rebic will come in the second half, I think, for Leal, and then Giroud for Ibra. But I think Ibra for sure is going to start this game because Pioli always does this whenever Ibra is fit.
Okay. What about you, Skillard?
Yeah, I don't want to mess too much with the dynamics of the team. I admit, Rebic as a number 9, he's done well for us. first half of the season where everyone was slagging him off a little bit because saying that he's a second half of the season player. But I don't want Rebic to start up front at the expense of, you could say, upset or underperforming Ibra or Giroud. So we just have to maintain the harmony, you could say.
Red John?
I think it should be situational in the sense that I would prefer Rebic to start versus Fiorentina because Fiorentina normally presses high, but then versus teams that close down or park the pass or play on the counter attack, it's wiser to play Ibra or Giroud, but Ibra is the first choice. But anyhow, if for the future, I would like for us to have a striker that plays like Rebic more than a striker that plays like Giroud or Ibra.
More someone that is more like so movement and technique.
Exactly, yeah. A fast striker.
Okay. All right. Well, here the chat is mostly in Rebic. Most of the people commenting in chat are saying about Rebic. Guys, it's been 1 hour now, so I want to start the tier maker. And let's get that going because this is what today's forum is going to be dedicated to. All right. Guys, we have 5 categories: elite, great, good, okay, what the fuck. If you guys want to change the name of some of these categories, you're free to do so.
What happened to the Krunic category, Roy? We used to have Krunic category.
Well,
okay.
Well, we can't have Krunic as a category because he's actually playing good. So we have to remove Rebic as Krunic as a category.
Right. But anyway, let's get this started. Let's get this going. Okay, so the way this works is very simple. Each one is going to we're going to start player by player in the order that we have on the presentation. And each one in the panel is going to say their category, which one it is, maybe a few words on why. And then the chat also is going to give their vote. And then the vote that is, the majority wins. The majority will win. Because I am organized this one, I could be a dictator if I want. I am corrupt as fuck. I'm Italian. So if I want, I can overrule some decisions.
And you as well, don't forget that, right?
And I'm a Juventino, so it's in my nature. If I will overrule something, I will. And guys, hold on. Ooh. Oh, wow. Italy almost scored. All right. So let's get this started. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. The tier starts right now. Okay. First player, Magnan. I already put him as elite. That's my vote. And I'll say really fast, guys, because his impact at Milan is basically the impact of a top player. He changed the way Milan plays. All right, one at a time. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Is it my turn? Yeah, my turn. I would go for elite because I'm not gonna say that he's better than Donnarumma. For me, Donnarumma is the best goalkeeper in the world at the moment. But in terms of his overall play, he does help out the team more. I think he's more vocal in the box, and even like if he's shorter than Donnarumma, I feel like he comes out for crosses more. So I can be like more happy with him in the team.
Yeah. His confidence is incredible. Skiller.
Fully agree, elite. After all, Magnan, he took the injury when saving Salah's penalty, and he still played, I think, another 3 or 4 games after that. That's elite level.
Oh, right. Rajan?
Elite. He was the absolute best player for Lille last season. This is what all Lille fans on Reddit say, every single one of them. Now, first of all. Second of all, I think he's better than Donnarumma. Better, because this is not the 50s where the goalkeeper just saves shots and they are shot stoppers. No, goalkeepers now are part of the defense and they have to play with their feet. With his feet, Magnan is perfect. Donnarumma was okay. He got okay at the end of his time with us. He was awful in the beginning, anyhow. And this is the reason why I would say Magnan is elite.
All right. everybody is saying elite. Nathan, you said elite earlier, but go ahead. What do you think, elite, Nathan?
Yeah, I also say elite. He has, and I also think currently he is better than Donnarumma. Donnarumma, whenever he would get the ball, he's kind of slow to get the team moving. Whereas Magnan, not only is he quick about releasing the ball, he's very accurate. And so for me, yeah, that's very elite status.
Well, there's only one person here that says that he's not elite, and that is tick size. So majority wins, and Mike Magnan, according to the season he's had so far, guys, this is all we're judging. We're just judging from game day 1 of the Serie A to game day 12.
No, but I'm judging him also for the last season. He was the keeper.
He was the best keeper last season.
Exactly, with the keeper with most clean sheets in the world last season. By the way.
Guys, but let's not judge last season though, because okay, if you want to, fine, but the purpose is just to judge so far, because then that would mean that some players, I mean, we'll see. All right, so let's go to the next one. Milan.
Roy, can I add one more thing about Mike?
Yeah,
I would also like to say that I'm very pleasantly surprised that he's very good at stopping PKs.
Penalty kicks,
Yeah, in big games too, like the Champions League against Liverpool at Anfield. Mirante, does he even get a rating?
What the
No.
fuck?
No.
What the fuck? He goes straight. If anybody contests that, make your voice known right now.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Hold your peace, right? And this is Pizzelli is a super or whatever his name is.
Fuck?
This guy's a super what the fuck. How is this guy injured? He never plays. This
Pizza,
player's
man.
always injured, and he never fucking plays.
But I
guys.
must give it to Mirante. His agent is elite, to get him
For sure.
Yeah, the agent is
at Milan.
Gianpaolo category. All right, guys. Now we can get to a more serious one.
Oh, actually, you should change that what the fuck and put it Gianpaolo, actually.
We
I
should do
would
that.
love
All
that.
right, let's do that.
Il Gian Maestro. Holy shit, man. What a coach. He was famous for only one thing, to tell Paquetá that he was too Brazilian. That's about it.
Right. Hold on. I gotta get somewhere in here. Who's here? We got Simon in the house. What's up, Simon?
What's up?
All right, guys. Let's continue. We have Tatarusanu next. Tatarusanu.
Hey, you guys heard about Mada Daba? What is that? Mada Daba.
What?
You heard about that on Twitter? It was like Mada Laba.
No
It
idea.
sounds like a cuss
What?
word.
No, it's a UAE investment firm
Okay, but
linked to Milan, but I don't know.
really?
I
But
just saw it on Twitter.
Is it Mubadala?
Something like that. I don't know. And that's why I asked you. Like,
and
I don't know.
all right.
Tell
Anyway,
us
move on.
about them. Tell us about them.
I
He's
don't
born.
know. That's why it was just a link.
Okay. But
They just say that company name Muda Daba Milan. That's it.
it seems like Eastbourne knows them. That's why.
I don't know. All right, guys, let's keep on going. Tatarusanu, a player that maybe we wanted to see what he could offer. So far, I think the penalty, in my opinion, puts him in somewhere between good and great. What do you say, Safe?
I think
Well, yeah, this one is interesting. A while ago, I would have actually went with what the fuck, because I really hated how he used to play. But now, I'm inclined to give him. I think okay is good, but I think I'm gonna give him good because it's not easy replacing Magnan in the team. With the run of games that we had are very hard, but I think he did hold his own and did well, so he's good.
Okay. Skillert?
I want to be a bit more lenient. I'll actually give him great. I mean, I remember the game last season. He made a mistake against Roma because he tried to. Well, everyone expected him to catch the ball and he let it slip, and he didn't make that mistake again. I mean, I haven't seen him make a mistake that you would say is 100% his fault. So I'll put him as great.
All right. Okay. Red John.
So, in my opinion, he's good, between good and great. Good for the fact I'm leaning more towards good than great, because even though he has proved to be pretty important for us, made some superb saves, he has, in my opinion, also cost us in the gameplay wise. In the meaning, he is really good
Good
at
point.
at saving shots, but he is costing us in the sense that uh, we don't have the confidence of the keeper with his long balls and good with his feet
Good
when we
point.
attack, or when we try to display our attacking formations.
Yeah. Okay. Nathan.
I was gonna go with great, but Red John has completely changed my mind, and I will go with good for the
Yeah,
exact same reasons.
I agree with it. Simon.
Good.
I think good is fair. I think good is fair, and I think it's true. The fact that he is hurting the team a little bit in terms of the build-up. All right, guys, let's move on to the next one. Fode Ballo-Touré. Wow.
This is gonna be good.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's somewhere between WTF and okay. It's somewhere there.
Elite. Put him in elite.
I think he's okay. Look, he's fast. He needs to learn more defensively, but thing is, you cannot teach somebody to run fast, but you can learn. You can teach somebody about tactics. You know, you just
Right.
have to be more patient with him.
Fair. What about you guys? Safe.
Well, I wish there was a category between what the fuck and okay. I think that would have been. Actually, listen. Let me say this. Prior to the Inter game, I would have actually went with okay. But after seeing that horrendous performance, he couldn't even control the ball. I know people will say it's harsh, but it's a straight what the fuck for me.
Guys, I love this. I love this category. I'm gonna add a category. I have to add a category. Hold on. It's just too good to be true. Hold on.
Come on, God, what are you doing?
Oh, wait, hold on. This is a great category. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I think what the fuck is a suitable place for him.
Okay. All right. Skillard.
I will put him as okay. I know he's made his mistake in the derby, but let's face it, guys. Those games are not for Balotelli. Those games are for Theo Hernandez. So I don't want to be too harsh on him. I'll put him as okay.
Look at what Paul says. Bala is ahead of his time. He doesn't fit in any of these. Red John.
I find it hard to place him somewhere, man, because if we are gonna leave the two goalkeepers at the what the fuck part, then Ballo-Touré has to be a little bit better than them, because at least he plays. He's not injured all the time like Pizzari, and he's not a third goalkeeper that we've never seen like Mirante. That being said, I still think that he's not a Milan level player, and he's the kind of player that, I don't know, I've had in my teams, but I think everyone who's played football have had someone in their team that he's like super fast, but that's about it. He just knows how to run, but does not know more than that, or does not know better than that. So for that case, I would put him at okay, but not
Got
a
it.
full
Got
okay.
it. Nathan.
I also will give him okay as well. I know we're being real hard to him about Inter, but before that, he was actually playing. He was playing decently, and well, we know French players coming from the French league usually take a little bit of time. Plus, he did save a goal line clearance in the Inter game, so I'll give him okay.
Are you sure you did?
Yeah, because at first they thought it was
he
Tamori,
did.
but when they did the replays, it was Ballo. So he definitely saved Milan at least once. So got to give him okay.
No, the second half was Kalulu, guys.
No,
there
no, no,
was
no.
one
The
goal
first
line
half. We're
clearance,
talking
yeah.
the first
From
half.
Barella.
the first half. Okay. So let's go. I guess I'm leaning more towards WTF. I think most of us said okay, though. I think most of us said okay. Skinner, remind me, what did you say? Just a quick answer. What was it?
I put okay.
And what did you say?
By the way,
Say
you could also argue that Balo Torre saved the goal from Darmian by fouling him,
true.
if
True.
that makes sense.
Hey, that's devil's advocate right there. That's true.
Safe, what did you say? I forgot.
I went with the WTF.
Okay, so we have 2 WTFs, 1 okay. We got another okay here. Rejon, you said okay. So now it's 2-2.
Can I say something about
Oh, sorry, Simon. Simon, you're
No,
here.
I already said
Go ahead.
okay, but can I add something to it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like in the preseason, he did really well. A lot of people were amazed with him. So I would say just really he just needs to learn a little bit about the tactic. As I say, he's fast. You cannot buy somebody who's fast, right? And he was a winger who got converted to left back. So just like, even Theo is not really that great defensively, but he's learning,
Right.
So I think, if we kind of be patient with him, look, it only cost like 4 million. It's not like he cost us 40 million.
And that's why I put him in WTF, to be honest with you.
Come on, that's too harsh, I think. All right, anyway, but that's fine. It's like nobody put him like as great or GT of FO,
Okay, and you said okay, right?
Yeah, I said okay.
You said okay. Nathan said okay. So he's definitely okay. Okay. Yeah.
What? Roy, the dictator's not coming out yet?
No, not for Bellator. Not for Bellator. Guys, fucking Jorginho missed the penalty. What the fuck? Italy missed his penalty. They stole a penalty and then they missed it. Wow. Guys, 2018 all over again. All right, guys, listen, let's kind of speed it up because we have a lot of time. So let's speed up the answer. Calabria. This season, guys, we're not judging Calabria from last season, this season. I don't know, guys. It's somewhere between great and elite. I think I'm going to go with great for that. Okay, go ahead. Next.
I would have went with elite, but I don't remember like what the names of the teams are at the back of my head now. But he did struggle against like pacey, very skillful wingers. He did have some bad games, and I think his start to the season was better than the last few games. But still, I think it's still great, like nothing less than great. But I think elite is too much for him at this point. So for me, it's great.
All right, Skiller.
I have to agree with the safe. I would also go with great. I think especially in the right back position, it's quite competitive because it's Kalulu, and I don't even know if I count Florenzi as competition, but it's quite packed in the.
Who's
right
Florenzi?
Florenzi, yeah. And,
there we go.
By the way, I saw Calabria being subbed on as a left back again. By the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Calabria has played. So you give him great. Okay. Red John.
Between good and great, to be honest, for Calabria. The reason he has been superb for us, not just this season. Well, this season a little bit less. Last season superb. The reason why I'm between good and great is because Calabria lacks speed, and you can see him sometimes struggling with pacey defender or with pacey wingers. And for that reason, I will give him great because he has been great. But I think Calabria is overachieving. I don't think Calabria has a high ceiling. Like this is his best. Like we are seeing it right now.
Okay, Nathan.
I'm going to have to disagree with everyone here, and I'm going to put him in elite. And the reason I'm doing that is because he's had multiple games where he's been co-man of the match. True. And there's a reason why none of the teams are willing to attack down the right side. And that's because of Calabria. Most of these teams will always attack down the left. They always
Except
attack on the
Porto.
left except for Porto. But the whole team wasn't very good. But when the whole team is not good, Calabria is usually still one of the better players on the field. And to say, Red John said that he doesn't have a high ceiling. Calabria is in the same speed category as Philip Lahm. And you can definitely not say Lahm is not an elite player. So look at Calabria.
Guys, we have a lot of players. We don't need to get into discussions.
Yeah. Lahm was super technical.
All right. Okay. So you give him a lead.
Calabria is too.
Simon?
Great.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm more on Nathan's side than the discussions that I've heard. I'm more on Nathan's side. But I think by the end of the season, he's going to be elite, in my opinion. Right now, I just put him a great. Guys, what about Conte, whatever the fuck his name is?
Get the fuck out.
I think at this point he's a GTFO.
Get the fuck out.
Because what is he doing here? Why is he still at Milan? He's not being used.
I actually forgot that he is still in Milan. I'm not kidding. I actually thought that he left the team in the transfer market.
All right. I think everybody agrees here, right?
Yeah.
I think I would give him okay to WTF.
Why?
No. Like, I think Conte is a must get the fuck out because we are trying to get him the fuck out. We cannot find a buyer or a team to loan him. So he's by definition get the fuck out.
Yeah, I think this one is a easy one. All right, guys.
Conte is good offensively. He's not good defensively. It's just Pioli doesn't like him.
I don't know. I don't know.
He's terrible. He's terrible attackingly and defensively at this point.
I don't know that the reason why he's not playing, is because of Pioli or maybe because of the situation with the management.
I think Pioli gave him a lot of chances when Pioli came in, and different from Calabria, that took the chances and got better. Conte struggled with injuries, then with poor performances. Therefore, Pioli has given up on him, rightfully so.
Yeah,
Calabria and Kalulu are adding goals as well to their game.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, the majority of us are in agreement here. GTFO. He's earning a lot of money, right? He is definitely earning a lot of money. Skillard, you didn't say anything.
Yeah, I agree. Get the fuck out, Conte, and he's getting paid to watch the games. By the way,
yeah, he's got the best seat at the San Siro, man. I think he gets paid $3 million. $3 million,
man. $3 fucking million. He is
$3 million to watch beautiful football.
He is the second highest paid in our team.
That's crazy.
After Romagnoli and Ibra.
One of my favorites here, guys. Florenzi.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Let's start with Simon first. Simon, what do you say?
I'd say good. Good to great.
Oh my God.
I like that. Well said. Simon is my favorite now. Nathan. Oh, well, you already said it a bunch of times.
Fuck out.
Okay, Red John.
I'm between get the fuck out and what the fuck. But I'm between get the fuck out and what the fuck. If I have to judge him for this season, if I would have to judge him overall, I would be between get the what the fuck out, what the fuck, and okay.
What the fuck out? I like that.
Skillard.
Yeah, I'm with him. What the fuck out?
Okay, Saeed.
I think for me it's a straight to get the fuck out. We signed him. We had Kalulu as a backup right back. He was supposed to be a backup right midfielder. He's injured. He can't play as a central defensive midfielder, so he's useless.
Gotcha. Florenzi, great because he faced up that dog at Inter, right?
Here comes the dictator right here.
Exactly.
Okay, I give him somewhere between great and elite, but right now I'll go with I will
elite,
not
elite. Go with elite, man.
I will not use my dictator powers right now. Maybe I'll have buyer's remorse later and use them later. That's
It's
the
great
beauty.
to fuck out.
That's the beauty of being a dictator. So, GTFO. What I think you guys said more GTFO than WTF.
Yep.
All right, I'm definitely going to change that later for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Gabbia, guys, Gabbia.
He hasn't played.
WTF.
What rating can you give him?
I'll give him
No,
a
no,
WTF.
no, no, no.
No, he played against
You can't
Venezia. I
even
think.
give a rating to a player who's never played.
Good to great. Based on
No, he
last
played
time,
against
last
Venezia.
season.
Oh,
Yeah,
did he?
for me,
he
it's
got subbed
WTF.
in, right? He got subbed in.
No, I think he started. I
think he
Oh
got
yeah,
subbed
and then
in.
Tomori came after them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Tomori
So-
had a break.
Yeah, so I'm not even going to give him a rating because he hasn't even been given a chance to play. So
Okay.
Nah.
Okay. All right, a lot of WTFs here. Red John.
I would give him an okay because he is a player that can become really good. We have seen too little of him, to be honest.
Okay,
Only
we got
versus
two
Venezia.
okays. We got two okays.
But he's not Plizzari.
We got two okays.
I
Yeah,
cannot
okay.
put him on the same rank with Plizzari and the other guy, Miranda.
That's
It's
fine.
disrespectful.
Well, we have four WTFs so far, and we have two okays. Skillard,
I'm okay.
three okays. Saif,
When he actually played, I think he was good, but since he is not playing at all, I'm gonna go with okay.
wow, 4-4, the tiebreaker.
all right, I'll do it. Okay, he's been okay. There you go. Now
Oh,
let's move on.
Fuck. I might overrule that later. Let's see. All right, guys. Who's this? Theo Hernandez.
Hmm.
Theo Hernandez, a player that should be an elite, but I think so far I'm going to give him an okay.
It's like not just down.
Go ahead, guys. Yeah, okay, because he's not lived up to his name yet. Guys, remember, we're only judging the player from the first day of the Serie A till today of this season, and that's it. Not what he did last season, not what his potential is. So I'm going to give him okay based on what he's done so far. I think he is an elite player, though. All right, want to save?
I agree. I think overall he's an elite player, but this season definitely an okay. I recall him having like very bad games where either he disappeared, either he was tired, maybe he came back from injury, and just didn't provide anything tactically. So I think okay is fair for him.
Okay, so we got two okays. Skillard.
I'm with good. I do see his contribution, but yeah, there's no denying that he's made mistakes. I think the first few games he was quite poor, and then the red card for me is a bit inexcusable.
Gotcha.
Who-
So we
who
have
are we
two
talking
okays and a
about?
good. Theo Hernandez.
Oh man.
Red John.
Okay.
Red John.
If I have to judge him only for this season, I would say he's between good and great. The reason being is pretty simple. Just watch how we play when Theo is not playing. Just watch how we play. And actually, I will give you an example. The example is versus Spezia. We scored with Maldini, and then we had to put Theo in for Theo to win us the game with an assist and a goal. Theo is super important for us. He has not had the best of seasons so far, but he cannot be less than great for us. For us,
Right. I agree with that. I'll stick with my okay though. So you give him good.
I
Good?
give him great.
Oh, you give him great. Okay, so two goods, bunch of okays, one great. Nathan.
I'll give him good. I feel like he's kind of regressed a little defensively, but we always know what we get from him in the game. So I'll go with good,
Okay.
but I'm sure he'll pick it up and get back to great or even higher
Alright.
than that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Simon.
Great.
Great.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. All right. So we got it's kind of even. We need a tiebreaker here. Guys, chat. What's a tiebreaker? Next one to write is going to be the tiebreaker.
Theo Zoek.
Zoe.
Zoe is his
Oh, right. Let's
He's
see.
one put okay, and Tick Size put good.
Teo's been great. I will overrule that. Teo out. All right, fine, guys. I'm going to go with good.
So Teo for us has been the same as Tata Rosano. Come on, guys.
Yes, pretty much.
Come on.
I agree. I think
Well,
that is
yeah,
quite
because
fair.
Tata has been good, but we said that he has hurt us a little bit in terms of gameplay, and the same can be said of Teo as well. He's helped us, but he's also been hurting us a lot. So
Yeah,
I mean,
but
it's the same
the
thing.
problem is without Teo, we look toothless.
Hey, some people like that look. So what?
Okay.
Guys, let's move on to Kalulu. I'm going to give him an okay because he's not played that much, even though when he has played, he's done good. But I'll stick with okay. Safe.
You know what? I'm actually gonna go with great because he's a young player who came in from the Lyon, like academy. This season, whenever he came on, he made the difference. Against Juventus, he almost won us the game. Against Porto, he made the goal. Against Inter, he had a very good clearance. He played defensively, and also he's a very solid option, even when he was playing in the left back against Inter. So I think he did well. I think he's great.
All right. Okay. So we got one okay, one great. Skiller.
I'm gonna go with great as well. I think even against the Juve game, he could have won it for us. If he did, I would give him elite. By the way, so he's definitely in his pace, and he's improved a lot from last season. He's
Great. You're giving
Yeah.
him a great too. Wow, 2 greats for Kalulu. Okay, let's move on. Red John.
Okay, so someone who's more realistic. Kalulu is okay.
Now we're even. 2 okays and 2 greats. Okay, is that it? All right, Nathan.
Great. Oh, sorry.
I think he's been great, to be honest. He's been solid when coming in. Hasn't been making any mistakes really. So I mean, I think he's been good, or I think he's been great to me.
That was a Freudian slip. Good or great? I think we lost. Simon, what do you think?
Great.
What? Guys, I cannot put
Great.
Kalulu great.
Yeah.
There's
Thank
no
you.
way.
Hey, listen.
I'm
Thank
going
you,
to.
Roy.
I have
Thank
to
you, Roy.
overrule
He-
this.
He just
will-
saved. He just saved us from being lost to Inter, and he
All right.
scored that. He
I
created
cannot
that
allow
goal.
him to be in the great.
He is great.
No, great. He would be great if he scored versus Juventus, and if we would be undecided if him or Calabria should start. We know exactly who should start.
Guys, but
Calabria.
this season,
Really good.
not
Do
saying too
not-
much, not saying too much on him. This season, whenever he played, he's done great.
Yes,
Especially as of late.
But that's not how you rank. There is none of us here saying should Calabria or Kalulu start. No, everyone says that Calabria starts. So if Calabria is great, Kalulu cannot be great as well.
Guys,
In
listen.
which-
Well, I put Calabria in elite.
I am going to be the dictator here because I love being a corrupt piece of shit dictator. It's the best thing in the world. And I'm going to go with tick size. And I'm going to make it even and put him at good. Are we happy with that?
So
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
All right. Okay.
That's unfair to tell, though. But okay.
Kjaer. Kjaer for me has been elite. All right. Safe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with elite, and I'm gonna explain why when we get to a certain other player. But he's elite.
Okay. Skilled.
No, fully agree. Elite, especially after signing the extension. No drama.
Okay.
I love that.
Red Job.
He's our best defender. And
Elite. Nathan. I think Nathan is muted. Let me unmute Nathan.
Sorry about
Nathan,
that. Who are we talking about?
Kjaer.
Oh, elite. Clearly elite.
Yeah, everybody is saying elite. Tixai says great. Kjaer says great. Wow. Simon.
Six Size just likes to go against
Elite.
everything.
Elite.
Yeah, guys, this is a no-brainer. No-brainer. Romagnoli. This one's going to be interesting. I'm going to give Romagnoli an okay so far. Safe.
You know what? People are gonna be like, "What the hell?" If there was a category between okay and good, I would have gone through it because although he made some mistakes this season, he has also been very solid. I recall the Lazio game, for example, this season, and he's been reliable. I'm not saying he's Alessandro Nesta, but he's reliable. He can't start every game, but he can play, you know? So I would actually put him as good.
Okay. I see a lot of goods in the chat. So I think okay, Skiller.
Okay, because I don't see him fighting back to unseat Tomori from his starting position.
Gotcha. Okay, so 2 okays and a lot of goods. 3 okays and a lot of goods. Red John.
I would say good only for the fact that Gabbia isn't okay. So Romagnoli is better than Gabbia, so and has played more. So Romagnoli has to be at good.
Okay. Nathan.
He's been good. I think he's been good.
Gotcha. Okay. Simon.
Good. If
Yeah,
he signs
no-
a contract, it'd be great.
Gotcha. Tomori, I think this is another no-brainer for me. Elite. Safe.
I would disagree, and this is partly why I put Kier as elite. I feel like whenever Kier is not there, Tomori struggles a bit because Kier is the best defender we got. Not taking anything away from him, like great is a special category, but he's not elite. I think he's great.
Okay.
What you said
Skiller.
about Tomori?
Yes.
Skiller.
Okay.
I will go with elite, and I think it's also when it comes for the set pieces, Tomori does provide the threat. So he's got a plus on both ends.
What did you say? Elite or great? I'm sorry.
Elite.
Elite. Okay. Red John.
Tomori is my favorite player of our team, but I cannot put him at elite quite yet. I still think Tomori makes mistakes, and Kier is usually there to compensate for the mistakes. I think Tomori is between great and elite, and he will become elite. But right now, I think he's great.
Gotcha. Okay, so right now, Elite is edging great just for a few votes. Nathan. Nathan and Simon
I
might be the
think I'm gonna-
tiebreakers.
I think I'm gonna go with elite because I won't say the things that Tomori does are mistakes. I think it's what the coach is asking him to do, which is to step up to that forward to try and aggressively intercept the ball because we know he can get back. When he plays with Roman doesn't have the positioning of Cajer, so that's why it looks like Tomori is playing worse. But that's just because Roman as a player is not better than Cajer. So I'm going to go with elite.
All right, Simon. Simon, what is
Sorry to disappoint you. Elite.
it?
Without him, we would have dropped points.
Guys, Tomori. All our defenders, our defense, pretty much. Calabria, Magnan, Chiari, Tomori, all with high votes. Hernandez should be up there. Okay, guys. I think the chat here, most of the chat says elite. So let's move on to Bakayoko.
Come on, man.
I say Bakayoko gets okay. Safe.
Yeah, I also think he gets an okay. He has improved as of late. He had disaster start, but he has improved.
Agreed. I don't say. Well, okay, fine. That's your opinion. What about you, Mr. Skillard? I see Bakayoko good. Okay.
I would say okay, but he's walking on thin ice. If he fucks it up in the next few games, I'm going to throw him down to get the fuck out.
Damn. Is he a potential new Krunic for you?
I'm telling you, there's many candidates for that award, the Krunic of the Season award.
All right. So, Red John.
Man, this is so weird because for Bakayoko, I'm between get the fuck out and okay.
Really? No. What about WTF?
No,
That's what's in between.
I know, but that's why I said it's funny because the problem that I have with Bakayoko is that I feel like this year is his make it or break it. If he does mediocre this year he has to get the fuck out, so we get someone else with potential, because Bakayoko is not young anymore. So I would put him at okay for the moment, but if he has a disappointing season, we have to abandon the ship and not keep him for 2 years and waste a sub, a very important sub. But we will see him play a lot in January when both Kessie and Benassi are gone.
Okay, so what is it? Okay or
Okay, I will say okay.
Okay. So we have a lot of okays here. Nathan.
I think he is also okay, but I don't think you should keep him, especially when we have Adli and especially with Pobega, who honestly he shouldn't even have left. He should just be on the team.
Agreed.
So
Simon.
I don't care how good he does this year. He doesn't need to stay.
Okay, guys. So we have a lot of okays. I think okay wins here. I'm not going to overrule this one. I think it is fair. Okay, let's move on to Benny. Benny, how is Benny doing? I would give Benny great, like Calabria. Benny is also a potential elite player for AC Milan. Maybe right now he could end the season as elite. I'll give him great. All right, safe.
I'm gonna go with good, because I recall games where he has disastrous first halves and then picks it up in the second half, and I recall games where he totally misplaced passes. So I think good is fair for him.
Okay, we have a lot of good here so far coming out in the chat. Skillard.
I'm going to go with good. I think especially in the Porto games, I somewhat disagree with some of the decisions he made. So I'm going to put good.
Okay, all right, guys. Looks like good is winning. Red John.
I would also say good, and the reason being is he has not been consistent for us.
Okay, Nathan.
I'm also going to go with good. He's lacked a little bit of consistency. I think Tonali rising up is kind of shaking things up a bit for both him and Kessie. So yeah, I'm going with good.
Good point. Simon.
Yeah, good.
All right, guys. So I'm not going to overrule this one. This one is good. Benacer is good. What about Castillejo? Where does he go? Elite?
No.
I don't know, man. I feel bad for the guy. I think he's being treated so unfairly. I think he's a much better player than people make him out to be. I'm going to say WTF.
I say great.
Okay, you say great.
Let's see. As harsh as it may sound, I know some fans have been very disgusting with the whole Twitter, Instagram, sending threats to him and that kind of stuff.
What?
What?
You do that?
No. I mean, the people who did that, I understand that he was he had a very torrid time and shit. But I think it's get the fuck out. I mean, the guy is. He did well in that game, but I think he's a terrible footballer.
Okay, got you. So you're a GTFO. Now, the reason why I say WTF, because WTF can also mean like, what's going on kind of thing. All right, Skillard.
I'm going to be slightly more polite in this category, but it's going to be please get the fuck out. So put a T there.
Okay, so we have 2 GTFOs. We have 3. Wow. Okay, so damn. All right, Red John.
I assume get the fuck out category is for players that you hope we sell or don't remain in the team. And if that's so, then Casillo falls into that category.
Okay.
So we can buy someone better.
Casillo, if you see this,
he's
I
a great
appreciate
player.
you. I
a
appreciate
Milan fan.
you.
I appreciate the fact that he has pictures visiting the Milan museum when he was a kid, wearing Milan stuff. He's living the dream, but dreams, you have to wake up at some point and go to Villarreal or whatever team is trying Getafe, whatever team is trying to get him.
Okay. Nathan just left. So Simon, you said elite, Simon.
Well, nah, probably between good and okay. Between good and great.
Okay, all right. Well, Nathan is not back just yet. But wait, here he is. Nathan,
Are we
what do you
selling
think?
Castillejo?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's been okay, but his time is up at Milan.
Damn. Well, guys, it looks like he gets a GTFO. Sorry, bro. Please do not watch this stream if you're Castillo. All right, guys. Brahim Diaz. Guys, is that what is that?
That's a car
Sounds like a car signal.
turning, a car signal, yeah.
Yeah, that
Okay.
was me. It's me. I was pre-tripping my truck, so I had my signals on.
Got you. Got it. Brahim Diaz, I'm going to give him a great because he's taken that cam roll by the balls and he's done a great job. Not elite. I'll give him a great. Safe.
I would have given him elite if he didn't get that, COVID thing and him gaining match fitness. But since he is just coming back, he's getting used to it. I'm gonna give him great.
Okay, we see a lot of greats already. Skillard.
I'm more leaning towards good. I do see the great in him, but maybe I haven't seen a consistent. It's not his fault. It's because of the COVID.
Okay. Red John.
I would have normally said good, but I'm gonna go with great because he's the only cam we have. So he has to do all the hard work, and if he's missing, we have to resort to Krunic and Co. So I would say great.
Okay. All right. Nathan.
Yeah, I'll also go with. I'll go with great. I can't put him in elite because elite would be like De Bruyne levels and shit. But
Right.
I'll put him as he's been doing a great job. To be honest.
Yeah, I agree. Simon.
Great.
Great. Well, guys, it looks like Brahim Diaz wins a great. Most of the chat says great too. Okay, let's move on to Frank Betank Kessi, il Presidente. A quick, what the fuck is going on with him? So
What the fuck? Yeah, exactly.
I put him in the WTF category right away. Safe.
Yeah, I'm torn between okay and what the fuck because I did see some games with him in the Serie A where he picked up, for example, against Atalanta. But as of recent, it's a what the fuck. And if he doesn't get his shit together in the next few games, it's get the fuck out.
Gotcha. Skillard.
Fully agree. What the fuck? Thin ice, close to get the fuck out.
All right, Red John.
I would say he has been okay, but nowhere close to the levels he was last season. And I'm kind of sad with the fact that it looks like we are just salty and we are just saying shit about a player that is practically declaring that he doesn't want to stay and he will go for a higher salary somewhere elsewhere. But the fact is that he has not been great this season, man. There's nothing we can do about it. Like he is nowhere close where he was last season, but I wouldn't say he's what the fuck. He is still a good player, but
Okay.
I cannot put him at good right now. I would say okay.
Okay, so we have, by the way, let me just count. We have 3 what the fucks, 1 good. We got 2 get the fuck out. 4. Okay. Oh, okay. Got it. Nathan.
I think he's been okay, but he's also a get the fuck out as well.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right, Simon.
Between get the fuck out and WTF.
Damn.
And middle finger.
Damn. Nice. A lot of heat towards the Kiss C. Well, it looks like WTF is winning here, but get the fuck out is pretty close. Nathan, what is it?
Shit, man, get the fuck out. That's
All right.
what
So we have GTFO. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Simon, you said GTFO, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
middle
come
finger
on.
too. Can you add middle finger?
And with the middle finger.
But this is unfair, guys. Come on. Like, Kessi is for us still a very important player. He's not Castillo or Florenzi or Conte for us, at least in my opinion. He is still a starter. He has not been great. He's not been good, but he has been okay.
Guys, WTF wins by 1 point. So it's WTF. It's WTF. Aha! Skillard's favorite player, guys. The one and only, the legend. The legend. Rade Krunic.
I'm going first, guys.
All right, you go first.
We need to create a new category. Is GTFON. Get the fuck out now.
Okay.
But I'm joking. I think he's okay.
Oh my god. Ah.
Shit.
Oh my god, Skillard is great, bro.
Okay, fine. Just for you, Skillard. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Oh, no. Hold on. This one is just for you. Okay. There you go. So you say GTF now. I say great. Because he's been great. Okay, say if you go.
I'm gonna go okay at best. We all know he's a very limited player. He does what he's supposed to do on the pitch, and I'm gonna give him okay for that.
All right. Okay. Red John.
I would normally say okay, but if we are giving Kessi what the fuck, then Krunic has to be get the fuck out now.
Okay. Wow. We have 2 GTF nows right now. Nathan.
Kroenig he's been okay when playing in the right position. So I will say he's okay.
Okay. All right.
Guys, you cannot tell me Krunic has had a better season so far than Kessi.
Bro, it's all opinion. We moved on from Kessie.
I mean, Kessie did give up a penalty against Inter. So
Yeah, but Krunic, okay.
Krunic playing as a CDM has not made a single mistake yet.
Because he has not played as a CDM.
That's why I give him
this season.
great. That's why I give him great.
But he has not played as a CDM this season. Never.
Yes, he has.
When?
Outside of what do you mean when
Against Sampdoria. Against Sampdoria.
Yeah, Kessie or Krunic has played multiple times there.
The first 2 games he was.
The only game was versus Sampdoria, and he didn't have a great game. He had a pretty.
He was one of the best players.
No, he was actually the best. He was the second best player in the match.
Right. The first 2 games he played, he was candidate for man of the match. Okay, guys. So anyway, so we have we're gonna. Okay, Simon, what do you say?
Okay.
Okay, so you say okay. All right, so I gave him a great. Nobody else gave him a great. Saif, remind me what you gave him.
Okay.
You gave him okay. Skiller to GTF now. Red John GTF now. Nathan, what did you say?
I said okay.
Said okay. Simon said okay. Fuck. So it looks like okay is winning. Anybody else here? Let's see a tiebreaker in the chat.
Okay, I take it back. Give him okay. I'm gonna kill myself after the stream. Okay, I give him okay.
All right.
That's a big jump, yo.
Fine. He's gonna get an okay. Messi, yes.
Oh my god.
Like what the fuck for real?
for real.
Like that for real? What the fuck? That's what I give Messi.
Like I think for Messias is what the fuck, does he exist or not?
Right.
We are not sure. Is
he
he a real
real?
human or not? We don't know.
Exactly. Saif, what do you say?
Nothing too much about this guy. Honestly, we've never seen him. I don't know. He's just eating all the time. He's not fit. He doesn't even have the mindset to play. It's a what the fuck.
All right. Okay, Skillard.
I'll actually go with okay. I mean, just based on 20 minutes. What the fuck? In Messiah's case, it's not reserved for him. It's actually for the management. Why the fuck did we take this
That is
guy?
a good point. That is a good point. That's a good point. Red John.
It's a clear what the fuck. Like
It is
I
a
just
clear one.
I don't know the guy, man. He came in, he had a pretty good letting the ball go because he was offside, and then he was the cause for 2 goals for the other team, even though they are debatable decisions by the ref. But
Right.
so I had no idea about the guy.
Nathan.
I think he has to get what the fuck, man. Like,
Yeah.
you can't come in injured and say injured after just 20 minutes of playing.
Yeah, he's Simon.
Oh, what the fuck?
What? Yeah, for real. Like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? Skillard is the only one that gave him a little bit of slack. Interesting. Messias definitely goes in the WTF category. Most people agree. Guys, what about Nathan's best favorite player of all time, the great one and only Salamakers? I give him a great. I give him a great.
Not elite.
He could become elite by the end of the year. So far, I give him a great. Safe.
I mean, at the start of the season, I think he was good, but as the season progressed, he has regressed, and I'm gonna go okay. But he can get to. I think the maximum he can get this season is great. He is nowhere near elite. I think he's okay for now.
All right. Skillard.
I'll give him a what the fuck. I don't know what's happening with this guy.
All right. Red John.
I will give him an okay, but I
Okay.
think at his peak, when he is 27 years old and everything, his peak is good. It's not going to be better than good ever.
Gotcha. Oh god, this one is going to be interesting. Nathan.
No, save me for last.
Okay. Simon.
I would say, what the fuck? What happened with him? He did well
Oh.
with Belgium, and he came back. It's like just lost.
So we have 2 WTFs. We got 2 of them. We got 2 OKs and 2 WTFs. Nathan, the floor is yours.
So he has been absolute what the fuck. He's in his second year in Italy and still is unwilling to be his man. He provides almost no goals and no assists. He's good defensively. But since he only does half the job, he only gets a what the fuck. Like, you can play defense, but you can't play offense. So what the fuck?
Wow, guys, I can't believe the WTF is winning. This is incredible. I cannot believe
Sorry, Roy.
WTF
Got
is
to both
winning.
sides of the field in a certain position.
I might become the corrupt dictator over this one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Put him at okay. Put him at okay.
For an elite.
I'm gonna decide this later on. Let's put him here for now, but I'm gonna decide this later on.
You put him in what the fuck, Rory?
Yeah, but I might check. We're gonna review everything, and that's when the corrupt dictator comes through. Okay, let's move on. And I take bribes, by the way. I do take bribes. Sandro Tonali. Tonali. Elite. 100% for me.
Elite. I think no dispute.
Yeah, it's an elite for me.
Go. It's good.
Don't worry, Tick Size. Don't worry. Safe.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. He's our best midfielder at the
Sorry,
moment.
there's a lot of static. Is that? That's Nathan. I'm gonna unmute you later. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's the best midfielder we got this season, and he's been elite, no doubt about it.
Okay. Skillard.
I'm gonna go with elite. I think he's taken the set piece taker role quite well from the corners and from some of the free kicks. I'm gonna go with elite. I don't remember a bad game from him, to be honest.
Yeah, never do I. Red John.
I'm gonna go with great. The reason being is this is not Tonali's final form, so he will be elite. But right now, like he's still missing something, and when I say missing something, is the reason why he was known for long balls, which were super accurate. He's not doing that right now, but he's being a super good defensive midfielder, like Gattuso type player, in my opinion.
Okay.
So I will give him great.
Okay. Simon.
Who is kebab no glue when we have Tonali? So
Right.
elite.
Elite. Nathan.
Am I on mute? Okay.
Yeah. Now you're muted. Now you're unmuted.
Okay. Rejon, I don't know what games you have been watching.
What the fuck are
To
you watching,
say-
Red John?
To say that Tonali has not been launching long balls, spreading the field every
He has not.
single game,
He
bro,
has not.
please, I implore you to go rewatch the games. Outside of
It's-
Tomori and
I want to see a
Magnan,
fight. I want to see
he
a
has the
fist fight.
best. He has the best long passes on this team, hands down, and he's done it every single game, man.
He
I think
doesn't.
Kjaer
Every
has the
game.
best one.
Exactly. It's Kjaer and then probably Benacer.
Anyway,
Oh,
Nathan, what do
man.
you say?
Well,
What do you say?
He's definitely been elite, and he's definitely our best midfielder by a long shot. And I would like to go on the record to say that I said that he will replace. I thought he was going to replace Benacer, but he's effectively replaced both of them. And I said that in the beginning of the season when no one else said it. So I would take that.
I did not say it, but I believed it. And it is true.
I will take
It is true,
full
Nathan.
credit. I will take full credit for Tonali's progress.
Okay. I am going to go with that elite. And yes, Nathan did say that this was going to be Tonali's year. He did say that. Guys, what about Olivier? Olivier Giroud. I'm going to give him a good. By the way, a lot of chat said great, but since most of the panel here said elite, I'm going to go with elite. Olivier Giroud, I'm going to give him a good. At home, he scored goals, but his his hold up is not fantastic. At home, though, he's been more than good. But overall, I'm going to give him a good. All right, safe.
I'm actually gonna go with great because it's not his fault that the hold up play, his hold up play has not been the best. When he was given the chances, he scored the goals. He's been very clinical, and he has something like 4 or 5 goals in the Serie A, and he has been injured or not fit for quite a while, and he's great for that for me.
Okay. Skillard.
I'm gonna go with great, and he was the one who scored the only goal against the Torino, I think, the 1-0. So that's definitely 3 points in the bag because of him.
You said great or good? Sorry, Skillard.
Great.
Oh, you said great. Okay. Wow, we have 2 greats. All right. What about you, Red John?
I'm between okay and good. The reason being is he does not win a header ever. He cannot hold up the ball, and when he gets no service, we are playing with 10 men. So I'll actually go okay.
Okay. All right.
Wait, John, you say he doesn't win the header?
No, never.
How dare you say that, Red John? How dare
What?
you?
Never.
I remember he scored against.
Yeah. He has scored 1 goal, but then you see the difference between him and Ibra. When Ibra comes and we play long ball to Ibra wins every header. Giroud wins nothing. And even when he somehow wins the header, it's never to the teammate, but it's somewhere random on the field. It doesn't matter.
Okay, I don't agree with that, but okay.
Okay.
All right, Nathan.
Yeah, I agree with that actually.
I completely agree with that. To me, he's just been okay. The fact that he literally cannot create anything for himself is kind of unfortunate. And like Red John said, this man couldn't hold a fucking baby in his arms if it was thrown at him. So I mean,
But guys, give me either okay or good.
Okay, no, he's been okay for me.
You
he's
said
not
okay.
getting that good. No, hell no, he's getting okay.
Okay. And Red John, you said okay.
Yeah.
All right. Simon.
Between great and what the fuck, because the thing is,
What?
what the fuck, man? Keep losing the ball. His teammate need to get used to him, or he needs to get used to his teammate.
It looks like we have to kind of like find a happy medium here. So the chat says okay, good, Giroud, good. Safe said great.
I think the good wins it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm
I'll
gonna
say-
change it to good as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it like this: when Giroud is not getting a tap in, he is the worst player on the field every single time he's on the field, and that
about
cannot
Stefan-
cannot be disputed.
Well, I think we're being too harsh because he's always in the right place at the right time in many of the goals. So that takes some skill as well.
We have like 4 players that are also in that same area. It's just, man, I don't know, man. Like even the header that he scored, it came because he finally moved 3 feet from where he normally just stands. And in Italy, I mean, we can all agree, right, that Italy is the best league in terms of defense, right? So you can't just stand in one spot against Italian defenders. They're gonna eat you up. To put into perspective, not even Zlatan stands in one place on the field. If Zlatan doesn't do it, what makes Giroud think he can do it?
All right, he got a good. He's on the good whatever category, according to everybody. I think that was a happy medium. Let's move on to Ibrahimovic. Ibra. I give him a WTF because he played for 20 minutes and then got injured for over a month after being injured for months, and now he's in the national team. I give him a big WTF. All right. Safe.
It's pretty weird. I think last season, if we were doing it like one of this last season, up to this point, I think he would have been elite. But he's not playing enough. When he plays, he does make the difference. So I'm not sure about this one. I think it's good because he's just simply not playing enough.
Okay, Skillard.
I'm gonna go with good as well. He's. I'm just not seeing the too many amazing goals. Again, not only his fault, but because of injury and all that. But could be, and it's not the same as last season. So I'll put it as good.
All right. Red John.
I will put him at great because I cannot have Ibra in the same category as Giroud. Because when you watch Ibra play, you understand that Giroud is Ibra, but the $1 shop Ibra.
Okay. Simon.
Between elite and what the fuck, because what the fuck, like he goes on national team. He's only 40 years old. Just focus on a club. Otherwise, he gets injured again.
I agree with Simon. Nathan.
I think he's been good. He's been injured a lot, but he shows how important he really is with his gameplay. So I think he's been good. It's just unfortunate with injuries. And Roy, again, if you can, just mute me and unmute me whenever it's my turn.
That's fine. So we kind of have to find a happy medium. We have 2 WTFs. We have a bunch of okays. We have a bunch of goods. Nobody said great, really.
I did.
You did. One person said great. So what's a happy medium, guys? What is it?
Great.
Is it good or okay?
I think it's a good. Good, I think, is the medium.
Come on. Okay. Put Giroud and Ibra the same.
I'll
Bro,
give you that.
Giroud, I'm sorry to bring this up, but Giroud has been good for the job that he was brought in to do. Come on, let's be honest.
Yes, but then you watch Ibra play and you see that Giroud doesn't even come in the important match.
Man, these are 2 different styles of football. We brought him in to score the goals. Whenever he was fit, he scored the goals. Point.
Guys,
End of.
by the end of the season, if Ibra can play, he's obviously going to finish in elite. Like, there's no doubt about that. We're just talking about right now. Okay, let's move on to who's next. Let me see who's next. Rafael Leao. I gotta put Leao in the same category as Calabria and Brahim Diaz. Great. Safe.
I agree. I think he's been great. His start of the season has been elite, but as of late, it has been regressed to great. You know, it started as elite, now it's great.
Okay. Skillard.
I'm going to go with great, but I can understand if some people want to give him elite. I understand, but I'll put him as great.
Got you. Red John.
I'm gonna give him elite because he has been, especially in the last games where people say he has regressed. I'll say he has been the only creative player we have had on the field because the rest have been injured. So he has had to do everything by himself. Therefore, I think he's the most important player right now offensively. Even though I think with Rebic being healthy again, he's gonna have to fight for his spot.
So what did you say? Great or elite?
Elite.
Oh, you said elite. Nathan. Hold on. Let me unmute Nathan. Nathan.
I would put him as great. I wouldn't go elite because he still needs to work on his finishing, but he has definitely been holding it down. So yeah, I'll put him as great.
All right. Nice. Simon. Simon.
Between elite and great.
Okay. Between elite and great. So I think that okay. I mean, this one is an obvious winner. He obviously goes to great. Let's see. So he goes to great. Leao goes to great. Daniel Maldini, the son of royalty. Where do we put him? I say okay. Safe.
Yeah, I'd say okay too. Even though he scored a goal against Spezia, that had a positive performance, but in some games when he did actually came in, he didn't make quite a difference. But he's still young, so okay is good for him.
All right. Skillard.
Fully agree with safe. I'm going with okay as well.
Wow, look at what Tixai says. He says GTFON. Go on loan. He's sacrificing his career. Wow. Christian says GTFO. All right. Sorry, Skillard. Repeat that. I got caught by these. I got distracted.
I'm at okay.
You said okay?
Yeah.
And Safe, sorry, remind me what you said. I got distracted by tick sizes.
No, I said it's okay.
You said okay. All right. Red John.
I would say, what the fuck are you doing at Milan? Like, why are you here?
What? Damn. All right. Okay. And what about Nathan? What do you think? Oh, I got to mute. Hold on. Nathan, what do you think?
I'll put him as okay. I won't judge him on the little 10 minutes that he wasn't able to do anything because no one can really do much in that time. But Roy, if you can add another category of go on loan, that would be a good one because that's what he needs to do is to go on loan.
Go on loan. Okay. That's a good category. All right. Well, let's see. I can't believe how many GTFOs we have here.
I say good.
So you're saying GTFO?
I think they say GTFO, but I think it's more of them wanting him to go on loan than leaving the club permanently.
Right. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. I gotta just assess this. I said okay. Save said okay. Skiller said okay. Red John, you said?
I said what the fuck, but in the sense that he should go on loan somewhere. He's not ready for me.
All right. So and okay, Red John said loan. Nathan loan. Simon, what did you say?
Okay.
You said okay.
Yeah.
We have 4 okays against 2 loans, but we have 1 okay here. 5 okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn, it's a tiebreak. Okay, so we need a tiebreaker, guys. What is it?
Well, I said okay as well, but I want him to go on loan.
All right, so we'll do okay. That's a tiebreaker.
I think Nathan meant the opposite.
Okay, we'll look at that one more time. No. Okay, let's finish. We have 2 more left. Pellegrini. Pietro Pellegrini. I say WTF. Safe.
Honestly, I hate the guy. I mean, he doesn't even deserve to be on this list, if I'm being honest. I remind you, he's 20 years old. He gets injured and he doesn't even play a single minute in the time that he got injured. So I'm just gonna go with get the fuck out of here now. Now, like now. Seriously.
Damn. Skillard.
After seeing his training videos, by the way, I'll keep saying this. Based on his training videos, he's good. By the way, if you guys have a chance to take a look at them, so I'm at what the fuck.
Okay. Red John.
I'm at what the fuck because he's a 20-year-old player. I have nothing against him, but I haven't seen him. Like if someone would ask me, describe me Pellegrini, I cannot describe him. Same as Macias.
Gotcha. Nathan.
Man, I don't want to say get the fuck out now because we haven't even gotten a chance to see what he can do. But he kind of gives me Belotti vibes if he would be able to stay healthy. Like
nice.
just the style of play. I don't know if he can score the same goals, but his style of play kind of gives me Belotti vibes. I think he just needs to get a chance and stay healthy, of course.
So what is your final verdict?
What the fuck?
WTF. Simon.
Yeah, what the fuck? I like that he hustles though.
WTF. Okay, we have a lot of WTFs, so we're gonna go with that. All right, last player, guys. Last player before we do our revise everything, and Ante Rebic. Whew. I'm gonna say great. I think he has been great. Actually, he great. Yeah, safe.
I mean, I'm gonna be a bit biased on this one, and I'm sure that maybe none of the people agree with me. For me, he's elite. I just like his character, his charisma, and how he always shows up in the big games against the big teams. Even at Inter, he didn't score, but he had a very positive, and I think he should be a starter always, every game, if he is healthy. So I think he's elite.
Okay, Skillard.
I'm gonna go with great. Just nitpicking, but too many touches inside the box.
Okay, Red John.
I would say great because even when he is out of form, he is gonna press their defenders, the goalkeeper, their mom, whomever. So yeah.
Nice. Nathan.
I think I'm also gonna go with elite because when he's on the field as the center striker, he shows Milan exactly what we need in a forward. There's never going to be another Zlatan, so playing a person who can be as a false nine and press, I mean that's just huge for any team. So I'm going with elite.
Simon.
I would say elite, but what the fuck?
Wow.
Sometimes he loses ball, like frustratingly, but he's great, big game player. He's elite.
So you say elite. So wait,
Yeah.
how many elites do we have? Red John, did you say elite?
We
I
have three.
said great.
Yeah.
I said great.
You said elite, safe.
I think
Yes,
it's three.
me,
Three
Nathan,
elites.
and
Okay, so 3 elites. Simon said elite.
Yep.
Nathan said elite.
Yeah.
Safe said elite. And then okay, so there are 3 greats, 3 elites. A lot of great in the. Okay, so great. Just.
And you know
wait.
what I like about him? I think he also developed as a bit of a fan favorite.
Okay, guys. Now we're going to do the final review. This is where I can overrule some things here and there. So let's open the discussion. We can open the discussion, guys.
One more, Roy. You didn't rate Pioli.
Oh, Pioli. Yeah, Pioli for me, elite. Pioli for me, elite, 100%. What about you, Safe?
I agree. I think before he was great, but he developed tactically. He's more mature even at an old age. I think he's elite now.
Skillard.
I'm gonna go with great. If he had won every game, then I would have put him as elite. But
By the way,
yes,
Skillard was super Pioli out
Yeah,
just
I was.
just a few weeks ago. Red John.
I will go with great. The reason for not going elite is elite coaches don't get super outplayed in the Champions League. And Pioli got 2 matches versus Porto, super outplayed, destroyed by Liverpool, and he did a good game, but still made a mistake versus Atletico, which in the end lost us the game. So yeah, I would go with great. He's not elite level yet, maybe with experience.
Okay, all right, okay. Nathan.
I'm gonna be a little bit harsher. I'm gonna go with he's been good. He's still making the same mistakes, and his substitutions are still not improving like how they should be. So, and then of course with the Champions League as well, yeah, he's done a good job for me.
All right. What's up, Tick Size?
Good evening, gentlemen.
You joined at the end of it.
Yeah, because I've got to fight my calls for my boy.
All right, good. And this is a perfect time to join. Okay, Simon. What do you say? Is it Pioli?
Great.
Great. Okay. And what about, since you're here, Tick Size, Pioli? What do you think?
Great.
Great. Okay, so a lot of greats. I guess he gets great. Okay. All right, guys. Now here comes the review. We revise everything. We can change stuff, and everybody can make a case here. And I am the judge and the jury. Yes, I love being the dictator. So you got to convince me, guys. All right. Since Tick Size, you joined here because you wanted to make a cause for something. Go ahead. You go first.
Well, first of all, I think we've got too many elite players. I wouldn't have Magnan as elite. I'd have him as great. The other three I have no problem with.
Okay.
The reason why I said get the fuck out now for Maldini is no hate for him. I really want him to succeed, to continue his family's legacy. But the way he's been deployed, if he stays like this, he'll never become a Milan player. That's why I want him to go on loan.
Okay. All right. So let me add that category if we're going to do that.
I think they are just trying to let him stay at Milan for the fact that he is a Maldini and he has to play with one team his whole life. Which, in my opinion, is the wrong strategy.
Okay, so first thing we got to discuss, do you guys think, and even Eastbourne has been saying this, should there only be 3 elite players? I personally don't. I personally would like to have them all be an elite if that was possible. But what do you guys think? I could be, okay with this, with only having 3. What do you guys think?
I agree, Roy. I think if we can get everyone to be elite, I think that's good because our elite players are not focal point players, with the exception of Zlatan. So we're still a very team-oriented group, even if they all become elite.
But are you okay with having more than 3 elite players in this squad?
Yeah,
in this,
absolutely.
Okay. And what about you guys? Anybody? Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to add on. I kind of agree with Tick Size. Magnan, but I'm nitpicking. I'm being very, I'm being all about the details there. He could have done better against Salah's goal in the Champions League. Maybe you could make a case that Magnan is great.
Okay. Red John?
I think Tomori and Tonali are not elite. I think they can become elite, but right now they are great.
Oh, so you put Magnan in elite. Okay.
Yeah.
Simon?
I got no problem. Probably
You got no
Tomori.
problem.
Drop Tomori. Yeah.
You say drop
It's
Tomori.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have
I'm not going to overrule anything. I'm just going to keep this one the way it is, then, because there's not enough agreements here. Let's specific players. Specific players. So Maldini, a lot of you guys are saying loan. I think the majority of you guys are saying loan. Personally, me, no, I would not go on loan. But since I'm going to be nice, I'm going to put him in the loan category. All right.
But Roy, look what going on loan did for Pobega. Pobega is now Milan ready. Maybe not to be a starter, but most certainly able to come from the bench. And honestly, I would prefer Pobega and Tonali when Kessie and Benacer go to the AFCON.
Okay.
So a loan, like a 2-year loan, would be most beneficial for Maldini.
Okay, that's fine. A lot of people are saying that, so I'm okay with that. I personally don't agree, but since a lot of you guys are saying that's fine. Let's look at Salamakers, because Salamakers cannot be in the WTF category. Obviously, he can't be there.
Oh, he definitely can.
So I might activate my dictator powers here, and I want to hear what you guys think. Do you guys really think that Salamakers is in the WTF role? Take sides. You take it first, because I know you had an issue with that.
I really don't want to rehash this debate over and over, but there is no
let's
way
keep it short.
There's no way he can be in WTF when Bakayoko is in OK. That's just not right.
It's incredible.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he's had a couple of poor games. We all agree on that, but he cannot be ranked that low. He's an important player that does an effective role, and very few people see what he does on the ball and off the ball, and he makes a massive contribution to this team.
True. I actually would.
That's not
okay,
true.
Go ahead. Okay, let's not make it too.
No. Keep this short, because I'm gonna have to get off in a second.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm not saying that you need to get off, but we know how you feel about it.
No. I mean, because of work and stuff. But I was gonna say, we all know and appreciate what Salamakers does, but when you look at Bakayoko, his job is to win the ball back and redistribute it to somebody else. Salamakers' role is to not only be good defensively, but offensively. And offensively, he sucks. And the stats offensively prove that. So that's why he can be put in what the fuck, especially when we saw him play like Ronaldinho for that one game, and he hasn't even come close to even attempting to even be one player after that. So what the fuck is fair?
I'm surprised at how many people said WTF. I'm so surprised at this. Skiller, are you taking that back? Are you keeping the way it is, or what?
I would switch Salamakers to okay. Maybe I'm a bit harsh.
Okay, Red John.
I said it before. For me, Salamakers is an okay player.
Simon.
Well, naturally he's good. Okay to good. I would say okay, almost good, good to great. But thing is, it's like, what the hell is going on with him? It's like he was good with Belgium, but he just lost his touch when it comes to. Yeah, he did a lot defensively, but thing is, I don't know. Offensively, he just ran out of idea so far this season only.
Okay, and tick size, where would you put him?
Originally, I said great, but I was being ironic. But he's between good and okay.
Okay, guys, I'm going to use my powers, and I'm going to put him at good because he's been good. He's been he's been in the team. He's always there when Pioli needs him. Very unfair how he's being treated, and I will put him at good. Okay, let's see. Anybody else has any beef with any other player here?
Yeah, Krunic, get the fuck out now. Back down.
Krunic, get the fuck now. Get the fuck out now. Anybody agrees with that?
No.
I think Krunic is okay where he is, man. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Krunic is okay for now. There was one instance where he passed to Ibra. His connection with Ibra was okay. He was okay as a sub.
And that is not fair. Put him at okay is not fair. I'm not going to use my powers too much. I've already used them. Look, I'm going to be nice. I already used my powers for that.
Krunic at okay. He has found his level and his perfect spot.
Okay, anybody else? Any other players you want to argue?
Yes, Castillo should get the fuck out now, and so should Conte.
Anybody agrees? Okay, I'll agree with Conte because just because we need to put someone there.
But Castillo as well.
I think
Castillo leaving means we get someone useful in January. So he has to go out now, so we can actually go and get someone who's gonna play.
Anybody else agree with Red John?
Yeah, I agree with Red John. But then
Yeah,
the get the
I
fuck
agree.
out should be please get the fuck out then.
Not you say it in a nicer way.
Yeah,
But
I agree with Red John. I don't want to bury the player, but we need to upgrade in that position, so he has to go.
yeah,
agree,
he has to go. But I admire. He really gave all though when he play,
No,
rather than
he's
Kashi.
the best guy ever, man. Like,
Oh, guys.
That Kashi. Oh my god, that Kashi. Oh shit,
Who?
man.
What?
He's afraid of injured. Like, oh my god,
Kashi.
just sign freaking contract.
Guys, I don't know if I agree with Florenzi. I mean, I don't think GTFO is. I think that's a little bit too much. I think maybe WTF makes more sense.
I give him a lead for what he had done to Çalhanoğlu.
I might sub him for someone.
yeah.
No, he's WTF
I think he's a WTF. Tick size is the voice of reason. Guys.
because he
WTF.
doesn't. It's because he hasn't played because he's been injured. You know.
Right, exactly.
And when he has played, he has been mediocre as they come.
GTFO is over the top.
Then put.
I mean, when he
put
played, what did
Pizzari
he
at
do?
GTFO, nothing.
When he played, what did he do to say that he deserves a what the fuck or even a chance? Because he literally provides nothing.
I'll sub him with someone. Guys.
With
When he
Pizzari,
subs in,
put
he's
Pizzari
horrible.
and get the fuck out, and that's about it. Or Mirante, maybe, I don't know. Because Pizzari is young.
All right. Do you guys agree with this?
Actually, I would leave Pizzari at get what the fuck and put Mirante at get the fuck out. Because Mirante is like, what, 40 or something? Pizzari is 20 years old.
20 years.
Okay.
Is Diaz really great?
Is Diaz really great? Good question. What do you think?
I think he's more of the. He's appropriate category. Is good.
Good, based on his performance so far.
Yeah, we're talking about purely this season, aren't we?
Yeah.
Anybody
agree?
He's been hampered by COVID. You can't.
Like,
Great, he played every game and was made a difference in every game.
the only reason why I voted great for Diaz is the fact that he is the only real Cam that we have. So when he has played, we have seen the difference.
According to Larry, we still have Krunic for Cam, and he does a great job there.
No. Diaz is the only Cam we have. Maybe Messias is a Cam as well, but maybe Messias does not exist. So
Okay.
So I don't know.
Anybody agrees with tick size? Is he
I agree with
good?
tick size. Maybe
He agrees.
good would be better. For Diaz.
Good would be better for you. I still stick with great. Red John, where are you?
great.
Simon? Is Simon still here?
So, sorry, what was it?
Brahim Diaz. Tick size is arguing that he should be good instead of great. What do you agree or you don't agree?
Yeah, I would say somewhere in between. He's important for our play though. Without him, we kinda struggle with our play.
I'm going
I
to
agree.
stick with great. I'm going to stick with great, guys, because
Anyway, I'll be right back, boys.
All right.
My battery's fine, go.
Nathan,
If not,
Nathan,
have a great
Nathan,
weekend,
sorry.
you guys.
No problem. Nathan, later. Thank you, Simon. Thank you for joining. What did you say? Sorry.
I also said I'm gonna stick with great. We really see how our gameplay struggles when he's not there.
Anyone you would substitute him for in this? Anyone you would substitute? Some of you guys were saying Kalulu great. Would you substitute Kalulu with Ibra there? With Brahim? Anybody?
No.
I think Benassar
No.
is unfairly judged. Good.
I agree with you,
I can't understand how he's being deployed because he's consistently he's consistently at the very least our second best midfielder. At the very least, the partnership should be most times him and Tonali.
Well, yeah, we all agree on that, but the problem is Pioli doesn't agree with that. And that's the problem. There's Well, it's a good thing that they kind of rotate, but it's a bad thing because the players lack chemistry with each other.
I've got no problem with them rotating, but for the big games, he should definitely start. I
Yeah,
think it
I
was
agree.
a bit. I thought it was a slap in the face for him to come off the bench against Inter.
I agree. Completely agree.
I thought he was great too, to be honest with you, Benacer. I don't put him in the good category. I would move him up to great. Who disagreed with this? I think
Me.
Reja, what did you think? You thought he was good?
Yeah, I think he was good because Benacer has had elite games and he has had what the fuck games.
Yeah, I
So-
think good is a fair. I think good is still fair for him.
Like we have seen some games of Benacer which have been horrendous, and then
Skiller-
we've seen. Okay,
Yeah, go ahead. But Skiller, you're the tiebreaker. I'm gonna make it that way.
Good.
Oh shit! I shouldn't have said that. Damn. I could have. I can be addicted. No, I'm not gonna be addicted. That's fine. All right. I agree with Tick Size. I think he should be great, but that's fine. I respect the decisions. Kiss C guys, should he be a GTF now?
No,
Because this has been a debate, a topic.
he's definitely what the fuck, because his performance has been way down on last season, and then add his contract demands. It's ridiculous, you know. So, and to me, he's not even a starter as midfielder now.
but I think we shouldn't let his contract situation influence our opinion on how he has performed. Right now, we are just doing a strict review of his performance in the field. And right
Then
now,
to me, he's still what the fuck on his performance, because he has been way down on last season.
no, but
Yeah, 100%.
Listen, there is no one here who can tell me that Bakayoko has played better than Kessie, because this is what this graph shows me. That Bakayoko is better than Kessie. Man, Bakayoko is shit.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, but the thing is,
but-
Baki, but
by the way.
you're not looking at the role that the coach is asking them to play. Bakayoko is not asked to be played the exact same way as Kessie. Bakayoko's role is literally like of Krunic. Just
Sure,
win the
but-
ball and pass to somebody good. Whereas Kessie gets the ball
as
and
fast
you
as
need him
possible.
to drive forward.
Yes,
but also remember the performance is based on what they're capable of doing, because we know Ibrahimovic is not elite. He's above elite. But right now.
Hold on,
what
Roy.
is he
Please
doing
don't
right
say that. Please don't say that, Roy. Because that's what I said to Solid Makers, and you got mad. So no,
What?
don't use
About
that,
what?
please.
About what? Use what?
That the performance can only be done to the capability of the player.
No,
And
no.
that's
The
what I say about
performance
Solomon
based on the
When you said no,
season.
and you just said that now.
No. The performance based on the
Yes,
season so
yes.
far and their contribution to the team based on what they're capable of doing. Correct. And what we know they're
Exactly.
capable of doing. But Salad Makers is being, I don't want to get in this conversation, but Salad Makers is being used in a specific role. In that specific role, I think he's better than good. He's better than good.
That's why I said I don't
For
want you
me-
to use that
If-
line.
you know
because
what?
It's going to bring up a whole debate again.
There.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
There you go. All right.
Listen, with regards to Kessie, just look at the what the fuck, bro, and see that we have Plizzari, Pellegrini, Florenzi, Messias, players who have never played.
But
And-
you know why he is a WTF?
Because
Rejan?
people are salty for the fact that he's not renewing. Man,
No, because he should be.
His performance.
He should be here. He should be the first one. Actually,
Right? He should be an elite.
he should be
He
an
should
elite.
yeah,
He should be elite and the first one of the elites.
yes, I agree. But
That's
so,
why. That's why.
he's-
That's why.
Right. That's why. No one doubts his ability, but the fact is, he's just not showcasing it.
Well, if that's the case, then okay, then I agree.
What about okay, Balotelli, you guys agree he's okay?
Yep.
What about Leao? Leao has definitely been an incredible growth from Leao Do you think great is fair, or should he go to elite?
No,
Great
he's
is
not.
fair.
He's
No,
not.
no, no.
Okay. Calabria is obviously an elite player too. Is great fair for him?
Nah,
Yes.
it needs to be elite. It needs to be elite because no one attacks down the right side because they can't get by. If you can't get by a defender and your whole gameplay changes to attacking down the left only, that makes you an elite defender.
All right, Nathan. So look at who the elites are. I'll give you the opportunity to sub Calabria with one of the elites, just for you.
I'm gonna go with option B and say that I want more elite players, like the last little conversation, and just add him there.
Okay.
The players that are in elite have earned that spot, and so has Calabria.
Well said. I agree with that.
Like
Every player.
I'll put it like this. When Maldini was playing, those players did not want to go up against Maldini, correct?
True.
Yeah.
And that's part of Maldini's legend is that no one wants to go up against him. No forward. Even Ronaldo from Brazil had said that he's the hardest defender he's gone up against. So when other teams refuse to go down the right side because your defender is that good, that makes you something special.
Guys, any objections to him being the great instead of elite?
No, he's right where he is. The only objection I have is that we only have 4 elite players, not 5.
We only have 4 elite players.
And Calabria is getting goals as well now too. Let's
So
not forget that.
Ray John,
His
would you
shooting is honestly on par with Teo.
Ray John, would you sub anyone for the elite players?
Yeah.
Who?
Salamakers.
For who?
For no, I don't want to sub him out. I just want to downgrade him.
Okay. What about you, Tick Size? Would you sub anyone for the elite players?
For the elite players, well, we know you're making a joke about Salamakers, but the others know.
What? What are you guys talking about? No, honestly, Salamakers should be here. He should be here because of that's the reality. That's the reality. He should be there.
Come on.
Calabria could be here. Could be
No.
here. He could be there.
Listen, I like Calabria, and Tomori is my favorite player in the team.
Okay,
Like,
okay. Let's
my
play this
favorite.
game. Let's play this game real fast, and then we're gonna close. We've done a lot of times. Who should be elite in this
Okay,
game?
guys, I gotta go. Forza Milan, all right? And
Ciao,
everyone's
Nathan.
elite.
Forza
That's the
Milan.
answer.
Ciao, man.
Guys, who do you think should be elite?
Kessie,
Kessie should be elite, correct?
Ibra.
Calabria is elite, probably by the end of the season. He should be elite. Ibra, correct?
Teo.
Benacer.
Benacer,
Hernandez, yeah. Benacer. Who
Holy
else?
shit, we are about to win the Champions League.
I mean, it's true, but it is true. All these players are elite players.
Bayern
Yeah.
Munich does not have this many elite players.
It is true, though. What about Brahim Diaz or Leao? Do you think they can
Leao.
become elite?
Leo should be.
Yeah.
They can, yeah.
He could become elite, yeah. And maybe even Brahim Diaz.
yeah. If Leao continues with his progression, I think we're going to get an offer that we can't refuse when it comes to him at some point in the future.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me put these back. Interesting. That was just interesting. All right, guys. Well, listen. Great job, everybody. Thank you for participating. Any last words you guys want to say?
We're gonna win the league.
I hope so.
Yeah, we are. No, that's not a question. It's a statement. We're gonna win.
You know what? Napoli and Milan are the only 2 unbeaten teams in their respective leagues in Europe. Did you know that?
In the top 5.
Yeah.
I have a question for you guys. This Romagnoli renewal, do you guys think we should keep him or?
Yes, if we can get him, we can't pay him what he's been paid now, but if we can get him on the reduced rate, definitely.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Romagnoli. I think he's a great defender, a super defender. And if he does renew, yes, I'm very happy. If he doesn't, whatever, we'll get someone else. Asen says, yes, keep him.
And another question, but this one maybe Roy, you might want to comment it. Again, Belotti hasn't done anything in the game.
Yeah, he was subbed out for Berardi.
Yeah. Why would you even want him on the free even?
Tick Size can respond to that. Because Tick Size agrees with me.
I'm a big admirer of him. Let's be honest. Because of the state of his injury this season, he's been far from great. But if we're getting the player of even last year, he'll be a massive contribution to our team. And I think he will be our main striker come the end of the season. And I really don't think we should wait till the summer. If we wait till the summer, we will lose him to other clubs. We have to go in January. Have to.
Got you.
That's the only change I'd like to see.
I agree. I 100% agree. I mean, again, he's not going to come here and become the new, I don't know, Ronaldo, you know? We need the depth. And Kessie will renew end of the season once we win. So he believes, Asan believes that Kessie is renewed. He's not renewed, right? It's done.
No,
it's over.
Not. If he even renewed at the end of the season, he's lost so much money already.
Exactly.
You know? So
exactly.
I held out hope that he would still sign, but no, I think his mind has been fully. He's thinking of other clubs, and good luck to him. If he leaves, I don't care about any player who decides to leave Milan. I only care about the players who decide to stay and who wear our colours. Any player that leaves, I really don't care. If you have to be a legend, someone like Shevchenko, when he left, I watched Chelsea matches to see how he was doing, you know. But if you're not a legend, I don't care about you.
Yeah. I've just accepted it. He's definitely leaving. There's no way.
And early in the season, I was for we must definitely keep him to the end of the season, even if it means him leaving on the free. But his form has been so terrible. I'm willing to push the button in January, even though it might risk us winning the championship. I'm willing to take that chance.
Really, I mean, he's not going to be there in January anyways. So yeah, I do want to say that this Ali kid looks really good. He actually does look really good.
I just want to make a comment to Tick Size. Tick Size, you have a point there, yeah. Because you know, if the calculations, if I recall, are still correct, the difference in prize money between first and second place in Serie A is about 5 million euros. If you sell Kessie for more than that, and then you take second place, in a way, you've gained more than winning the Scudetto.
Yeah, you know, it's really sad because he's a great player who's not playing anywhere near his potential at the moment. I think he came back. You know, he's played a lot of games over the last 3 years. And he went to the World Cup. Not my choice for him, but he went, and you know, he played a lot of games. He came back injured, and he just hasn't been back at those heights. But he's been careless. He's not usually been, you know, the sending off against Atletico, the penalty against Inter. That's just careless, as if you don't care.
Yeah. These mistakes are very weird. Very weird. They lead you to believe that something is going on. I was, by the way, I don't want to talk about this too much, but the relationship between Çalhanoğlu and fans is crazy. The AC Milan fans. I was watching some video from the Curva Sud, and the shit that they were singing at him is insane. Like it's like violent. There's a violent hatred towards him. It's pretty insane.
No, but Roy, I mean, he wanted 500,000 euros more. That's what you got to take for that extra 500,000.
Yeah. No, I don't have. I'm not going to get into. I'm making an observation.
My feelings is I don't care about him. I hope he fails at Inter. I don't give a damn about him. But I
don't care.
I draw the line at the abuse. You know, we can dislike a player, but we don't need to abuse him. I mean, that statement from the Curva Sud about calling his wife and all that stuff, that was too much.
Yeah. And the things they were singing at him, because there's some. By the way, there's some of these guys that go to every AC Milan game. They have these channels in which they do footage. They make footage of the Curva Sud as the game goes on, and then they put him on their channel. So I was watching that, and some of the shit they're singing at him is just insane. Eliano is here. What's up, Eliano? We have 9 minutes left before we end the stream. So, Eliano, how you doing?
What's up? No, that's perfect. 9 minutes is perfect. Yeah, interesting last comment there. It's interesting with the Curva, man, because, like, it's weird. We're all obviously huge fans of them, but it's weird to have a part of your fan base that's technically the most representative of it, but that is also so, like, it's too far, you know? But we're talking about the same, like, when Maldini retired, our biggest club legend, like, it wasn't the whole Curva, but, like, a faction of it used it to, like, send a negative message to him rather than to celebrate him. So it's weird. I agree though, overall. I don't like Çalhanoğlu, and I just don't think he's that relevant. I don't support him, obviously, but the banner was a bit, I'm not gonna lie, I chuckled a little bit, but it's a bit much. It's a bit too far.
Right.
But guys, you got to take the positives as well. I think one thing that I want to commend the Curva, I mean, they paid some respect to some of the Inter Curva, the leader. I think his daughter was suffering from leukemia or something. So I thought that was a good gesture. So
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
bad.
I am not judging the Curva right now. I'm not getting into this conversation like we had about Donnarumma. Not at all. Curva actually did a great gesture at the San Siro with the whole COVID thing. They were appreciated from all of Italy. So big up for them for that. While the Inter fans were just celebrating their victory. So they kind of one-upped Inter there. Very smart. I don't know how honest that is.
The contrast was amazing because the Curva was doing something for Italy.
Right.
Inter fans were doing something for themselves, you know?
Right. It's clever because they made the Inter fans look bad. But the Inter fans are celebrating their win, and Milan made it's clever what they did. I don't know how honest they are, but it's clever. It's clever and it's a good gesture. I guess Italy needs that kind of stuff.
By the way, guys, just for your just a fun fact. After the game, I was actually looking through Inter channel. I mean, just to find out what they're saying about our players. Actually, Inter fans, they hold some of our players. They rate our players quite highly. Yeah.
Which ones?
Even Krunic. I saw a few comments saying that, this Krunic guy is good. He kept Brozovic quiet.
Guys, only Milan fans hate Krunic. Only Milan fans hate Krunic. No. Look, I mean, we have players that are many people in Italy envy, like Theo Hernandez. Everybody wants Theo Hernandez. Everybody wants, what's his name? Ibrahimovic, right? A Tomori.
A lot of them, they rate Tonali.
Mike Magnan. So yeah. Hey, Eliano. Sorry, Texas, were you about to say something?
No, I was going to say with Krunic, maybe not the top clubs, but he would make many teams in the Premier League, because he'd be brought in to do a job.
I love players like Krunic that fight. Like, man, he's just a fighter and he runs. Like, I don't get slander for people like that, to be honest, because everyone knows what he came here expected to do. He's not getting paid to be a superstar, but he runs at everything. And he's honestly not, like, other than the one really bad giveaway against, was it against Roma? It was against Roma where he gave the bad giveaway, right? That led to the Hernandez thing. Other than that, rarely makes mistakes. I like Krunic.
And yeah, I have a question for you. What do you say to the people that just slander him week in, week out? What would you say to those people?
Well, I just think, like, is this directed at anyone specific?
No, I want to hear. What would you say to those people?
No, I mean, I just said it. I just think, like, players that fight hard for the club, that get paid what he gets paid, I don't see how they deserve any slander.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, listen, we have 4 minutes left. Guys, Eliano, since you just joined, any things you want to say about the tier here?
No, I think for the most part, it's honestly pretty fair. I think Magnan has to be elite because I think he's the best goalkeeper in Italy. I think. Let me look here. What I would say is, and I usually am not coming to the defense of Castillejo, but I will say for the fight that he showed against Verona, I will say I'll graduate him to like if someone said get out now, I would say just get out. Not now. You can wait a little bit. You earned yourself a few months with that Verona game.
I wouldn't put him in that category. I put him in the okay category. By the way, I don't put any of our players in the GTF below WTF category.
Yeah,
So,
I was actually going to say, by the way, I actually agree with that. I think this habit of like being harsh on players, like I just think we need to keep perspective. We have a really good team. We have players that really fight for this team and love this team. It's like very rare to have a group that's this committed. And I just think like most of them are going to be at least good because we're a first place team. And why do we want to kick anyone out? None of them have disrespected the club. They all fight. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, not said out of any hurt or anything, but Roy, you have to put Conte where he is because this guy is stealing the living, man.
Oh, yeah. Conte is a different thing. Different. Conte, well, I wouldn't say GTFO. Yeah, maybe I would. Maybe actually you're right, T says. Maybe, but not in a malicious way.
Not in a malicious way. Just because, put it this way, if he was on £500,000 a year, I'd be happy to have him around. But he's on 3 million.
Right. Yeah, exactly. There's definitely the issue with him is with the management, and I think this could apply to Conte. Yeah.
I don't blame Conte because as a player, your career is short. You need to get as much money. He'll never get this money again in his life.
Yeah, he's making a lot of money for not doing anything.
So, if it means for him going all the way to the summer, I would do that.
But we did, and we did create a new category in a request of someone, Skillard, with Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. So real fast, anything else here that we might have missed? No, I think we got everybody right.
I just want to say, Roy, I think this has been a good stream. And one thing, just as an idea that we were talking about in the chat in the previous few streams, it's whether we can do banter era legends.
Banter era legends.
Yeah. So something like this, where we discuss the banter era.
I think there is. I think I can find that. Yeah, I think I can do that. All right, guys. Well, listen. I think Sunday we're going to have another stream, Red and Black Sundays. So join us for that. But other than that, everybody, thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you for the panel. Skillard, Tick Size, Eliana joined late. Guys, please like and do all that crap. We appreciate it. And remember that if you want to buy any products from Manscaped for male grooming, whatever, if you need to shave your balls because we're really hairy and you can't see anything, go to their website and you can use the promo code 20% off ACM. Free shipping, or you can use their products for anywhere, a face or whatever. Guys, once again, really appreciate everybody. Forza Milan, guys. So when is Milan back? Next week? We still have another week of internationals, right?
On 20th, I think.
Oh, Jesus, there's so much time. Anyway, Italy failed today, so we might see another World Cup without Italy.
Fiorentina away on the 20th.
Fiorentina away on the 20th. Yeah, as I was saying, we might see another World Cup without Italy after they won the Euro. This is absolutely insane. It is what it is. Anyway, guys, Tick Size, Skillard, once again, thank you, and Forza Milan.
Forza Milan.
Forza Milan.
Arrivederci.